Well, hello everyone, and hope you're having a good weekend. It's Saturday night here, and we just kind of had a spontaneous chat going on Facebook. And we says, "Anybody want to talk hockey tonight?" And I think we all agreed we wanted to talk some hockey tonight, and so we are here. I'm joined by Vinny and also Joe Cards. People you probably know strangers to if you watch the channel or listen to the show. And yeah, I just got back from the rink myself, guys. I did a couple of junior games today. I did the top tier and the middle tier. Top tier team is struggling a little bit. Actually, they have out of the 20 or 21 guys, they have 17 or 18 new players this year. It was a huge turnover.
Wow.
And so they're trying to get it together. Yeah.
Now again,
and
what's the name of the team, Dave?
the
Give
Northern,
them a little shout out.
yeah,
there.
the Northern Cyclones, and they play out of the USPHL.
Okay.
Is where they play, and the top team is all new guys from last year. There's only two I recognize from last year, but they said there was three. But so they lost in a shootout today, 2-1. And then the middle tier team, the premier team, they are loaded for bear this year. They probably brought back everybody but a couple of guys, so they're all back, and they played the team from Worcester today, and at the end of two, I think that's when I messaged you guys. At the end of two periods, I think it was 4-0, and they were out shooting them 46-6. And then by the time the game ended, the other team had replaced their goalie. The goalie made 47 saves.
You say he played great.
47 saves, and they took him out. So you can't hang your head at that at all.
No.
And they brought in the other guy. The final ended up being 8-1. 8-1, and the final shots on net, I think, were like 67-12. It was,
ouch.
Yeah. When you get to the middle tier and then the third tier teams, you get scores like that. The top tier doesn't usually get lopsided scores and out shooting like that. But some reason, the Cyclones, when they're at home, they're going to pile up 50 or 60 shots on some of these on the mid tier and the third tier teams. They just pile them up. They just don't stop. It was just like one after another, and at the end of two periods, like I say, it was 4-0. It was like the other goalie, had only made 6 saves, so he only had 6 shots. It's like, geez, I think any one of us could have played at net and stopped them all, But the other team did come back a little bit in the third, and they got a goal. But yeah, that was my day up there. It's a long day. It's just fun talking to all the people that come in and seeing they come to watch their kid play and things like that. So it was a fun time. So I did a couple of games today. I was going to play something tonight, but boy, I tell you, I just got home and I had something to eat, and I was like, oh man, I think you ever get like that, just late at night, you want to do something. You're like, oh man, I don't have the brain power to do that. But I would be up for talking some hockey. A couple of things to announce here. Well, as you probably all know, 49 Hockey, from Grant Fines announced he's updating the Quick Decks version, right, which is the fuller play game, not the highlight hockey version. So he added a dozen new cards. Is that what I heard?
A dozen new cards, some new penalty cards. I believe a new game chart. There's a little package actually in the upgrade, not just the 12 cards.
Okay, so so he's really kind of working on that, trying to make that a better game. So I'm looking forward to that. I played the
highlights too. There's some up on those cards for highlights too.
I don't think so. No, I think this was just for the full version, the quick decks version.
Jump in and play it. I've been saying
he was saying he wanted. He said, I might change the name from Quick Decks because everybody thinks it's a quick play game because it's called Quick Decks.
It is deceiving, I mean, it's Quick Decks because it plays with a deck and you play it quickly, without rolling dice per se. Oh, no, you do roll dice for the shots, but yeah, it does get mixed up with the highlight hockey, which is the faster one. So I think there's
hockey fans joining us.
Yeah, Glenn and Raymond. I think it'd be a good idea if he actually. This would be the time to change the name if he's upgrading it to 2.0. This would be the time to change it as Glenn comes by and Raymond comes by. I was thinking about I saw Joe, you were playing some shootout hockey, and I was really tempted to pull that out myself and play the shootout hockey. And for some reason, I just haven't done that yet.
I'm replaying the 67-68 playoffs.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes, Boston actually just knocked off Chicago, and they'll play the winner of the St. Louis, Minnesota semifinal for the Cup.
There's a team missing in that. What happened?
Montreal got knocked off by Boston in the first round.
That's terrible. Oh, that's that game you
Wow.
had, that
Wow.
wild comeback
Yes, the
game.
wild game. Remember I was telling you? I was
Those dice were
texting you when
broke.
that was
Yeah.
going on?
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it was a wild game.
Oh, you didn't tell Dave about it?
I posted it.
So did you
probably
I'll
saw
have to
it.
go back and look. I was
Yeah.
at the rink today kind of scrolling through, so I didn't stop and check out
It
a
was
lot
the
of
type
things.
of game, if I was watching it live, I'd have threw up.
Yes,
I've had those.
That's how you felt. It was like I'm rolling a game and I'm feeling like I'm on the edge of my seat at a
Oh,
real
yeah.
hockey game.
That game,
sometimes.
the Shootout hockey does a fantastic job
Yeah.
with that. I ended up I replayed a few years ago the 73-74 California Seals entire season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, with Shootout. Okay. And just them. I didn't do anybody else. I wanted to see how I would do. I ended up winning a couple of more games than I did in real life. But there were some games that they would go up 3-0 or 3-1. And and like again, their scoring range of was like 1 to 9.
Right,
and the
right.
other team was like 80 to 100. And I'm like, man, somehow they got 3 goals here, and then the other team just kept getting scoring chance and a goal and scoring chance, and they would like reel off 5 in a row, and I'm getting so mad because like, oh man, the Seals were on the verge of winning this, and the other team just scored on 5 straight chances, and it's just like, man, but that was the Seals. They were bad.
Yes.
They were bad.
Yes.
So, sometimes when you're doing the scoring range and you see that 1 to 9, you're like, and the other one's got like 79 to 90. You're like, oh, they're gonna get killed. Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Yeah, and
Not
if you
necessarily.
keep,
He did a great job with that game.
yeah. Now, do you use the deck or do you use the dice?
I use the deck.
Okay, yeah, I do too. I get 2 decks, and so I'll draw from each of them, and I'll shuffle after every period. So, the thing that stinks about Shootout or any fast action, if that one of those 1 to 9 cards gets called up on a timing check or something, there goes the scoring chance.
Yes.
So some people argue, well, that's the way it should be, and I argue. I argue that I like to shuffle the end of the period because I want them to have that 9% chance
Yes.
every period. So.
Hey,
Excuse me.
Fenner, how are you?
Yeah, Fenner comes by. Good to see you.
Right there.
Yeah, Raymond wants a do-over because the Flyers lost.
Yeah, the Flyers stunk that year.
Yeah, they did. Well,
Raymond, the Shootout hockey king.
They were built. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to sit and play with him. I did a little bit actually, but I got called away. I think my friend showed up from Connecticut, so I had stopped to talk to him. But I like to see how other people play games. That's one of the funnest things about going to one of these conventions is to sit and see how someone else plays it. Because sometimes they might play just a little different and you pick up something from them. It's like, oh, I never thought of that. Or, oh, am I playing it right? Am I playing it wrong? So it's kind of fun to watch somebody else play it just to kind of confirm that you're doing it, correctly.
Raymond actually is the one who taught me.
Yeah.
To get it down pat.
Yeah, he's probably playing it.
I just
correctly.
think too, going back to the fast action card, I get both sides of it because once you use up a card, it's like you can't pull it again. But in the game engine, I think that's how they plan for it, so a team doesn't have as many chances. But I get it because I've done it the other way too. I don't want that card was done. Let's get it back in. Maybe it'll pop up again.
Well, that was the thing about Ron used to tell me about Strat all the time is that they used to have you'd flip a card and see if it was 1 to 20. Well, if that 20 was gone, you knew it wasn't. It was like counting cards. Yeah, it's like counting cards. So that now if you have the 20-sided dice, that 20 can come up at any time. And that's what I prefer. When I play games with fast action cards, I'm always shuffling. Even when I play solitaire pro football, it's like I'm shuffling those cards all the time. And the great thing about those is you have the different columns you can read from. You get 5 columns. So sometimes it'll be in the middle of the first quarter, like, okay, I'm going to column 2.
Right. I call it before I pull it. So in the beginning, I'm using the top number. Then to get the defense and the player find, I use the bottom number. And the other one, I call it the middle number. Then sometimes I'm like, let's see if there's going to be a penalty. I'll use the 4th number, That's what happened with Stratomatic, too. If you remember, they had the little orange splits, Joe, right?
Yeah, the old style, yes.
And then they came out with the 20D.
Right.
And it was so much better, so much more random.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was built into the split deck back then and stuff, but to have a 20-sided die, all options are on the table. I like that too.
That's and talk about the decks payoff pitch 2-sided.
Yeah.
which I
Yeah.
like. That's good
Yes.
too, because if you don't necessarily have to shuffle, you can just flip.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Right. Right.
yep,
Yep.
yep. I like that too. Raymond says he uses the Lewis dice roller and all the cards available on each roll. Yeah, if you use the helper. I have the Shootout helper as well, and that's super fun. And that's you get any card at any time. I've had a couple of cards show up back to back, whatever number it was, say it was card 55 come up and then 55 come up right after. And I kind of like that, to get that shuffle going.
Yeah.
But if you want to play on the table, I have two decks, a blue one and a white one, and I alternate and then I shuffle at the end of the period. And again, there's no right way, no wrong way. It's all what you're comfortable with. So
I just want to greet the new owner of the Sports Game Journal. Well, I know he has a stock. There he is, Mike Silver. I think he has 59% stock now because all that Jamie posts is about the big, beautiful, what's it called, Mike? Baseball replay, the big, beautiful. I think Mike started off with like 10,000 teams.
Oh, really?
From every league in the world. Oh, you haven't looked up at this project he has going?
Not yet. No, I've been at the rink a lot.
It's pretty wild.
Mike will fill us in. Mike, type it up, bro. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So Jamie gives him a lot of attention, well-deserved attention.
Nice.
That's one dedicated project for sure. I couldn't do it. I wish. Those are the ones I do in my, like, I want to do that one. Yeah, like we discussed the other day. Yeah.
I was just reading the new magazine, St. Patrick's, the new magazine come out. I got the PDF of that. And I was reading some of the articles and some of the I like what he did. I gave him a suggestion. It says, you got to ask a question. Remember Hockey News letters to the editor?
Yep.
Yes.
And I said, you got to do something like that in the magazine where you get feedback from people and put it in there. And he started to do that. And this month or this episode whatever it was, the magazine the question was, if you had unlimited time, what project would you do? And it was fun. He got a lot of responses for that. And I read all those responses. It was really fun reading that. But, I think my answer was, I would love to play every game of some particular NHL season or NFL season. I like to play every game in a long play format, play every single game for that season. But I says, I'm not even going to speculate what season because I know it will never happen, and I don't even want to tempt myself to try it because I'll never finish it. So I was being realistic with myself to say, here's what my wish list would be, but I don't even want to get into the details because then I'll try to convince myself to try to do it.
Yeah, I answered that question. I remember it. I believe I answered it with, I would play every...
Oh, yeah, you were doing the Rangers, right?
Ranger, right, to win the cup. All the years that they should have went to the cup or got knocked out of win the cup.
So that's like 2 or 3 seasons. So that's about 2 or 3 seasons.
No, that's a lot of seasons. They didn't win the cup.
Oh, I thought you meant to earn their way there.
So I played this game the other day. I found some time to play join back up with the 81-82 co-op project that's going on.
Love that.
And I got the itch to play Hockey Bones. And so I got the results right here. And I took the Islanders and the Blackhawks. Usually I play the bad teams, but I looked and there was an Islanders Blackhawks game available. I says, perfect, I'll grab it. So I pulled out the cards, the Hockey Bones card, and played a game. And Islanders won it 6-3 on my tabletop. And
surprised there. That was a good
game in real life was 5-3.
Wow.
Really?
And mine was 6-3. Yeah, it was Bossy added the 6th goal here. Bossy had 3 goals. He had the hat trick and a penalty, actually. The one thing I really, really like, again, I go back and forth between APBA and Hockey Bones. I like them both. They're very, very similar. But as I've said a million times, they each do something a little different. And depending on what mood I'm in, that's the game I'll play.
And that's great. That's awesome.
I feel, in my personal opinion, that Hockey Bones handles penalties by far the best of any game I've ever played.
I just said that to Joe the other day.
You did. I was just about to say that.
It handles penalties better than any game out there.
It's just, and I'm not picking apart any other game because, but penalties, football penalties and hockey penalties, they really can muck up a game. And sometimes I won't play a game because, oh man, I dread rolling a penalty and then trying to decipher what's going on. And that's just me. That's just
No.
that's just me. But and how they do it is when you get the X in the penalty, you roll on the player card, and you get the odd or even roll, and then you look at the 2 to 12 roll, so it's the same 3 dice. And if it's just a dash, that's your 2 minutes. Anything besides a dash, that's where you get your fights, your majors, your coincidentals, and and so in this game here, I had Hutchinson from the Blackhawks and Stefan Person from the Islanders, and they each got 7 minutes.
Wow.
I mean, that was so cool. I was like, oh my gosh, I get 7 minutes, I got a fight, and then I get two extra for these guys, and then later on, I got was it Marsh and Marini got into a fight?
Hector Marini.
Yeah.
Name.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they got into a fight, and then Pearson picked up a 5-minute major all by himself. And this is stuff.
Chippy little guy, but he was a good player.
I don't see this kind of stuff when I play other games, and I'm it can happen, but it just happens. I don't say easier, but it's smoother.
The right way.
It just feels like that. I never have a problem deciphering the penalties in Hockey Bones, even if I got to go. Okay, what's the B? What does the B mean? I pull the B. Oh, the B is coincidental major, so we have a fight. What does this mean? Oh, that means it's a potential major. And so once I get the crazy symbol, then I go into the rules and I read on what it actually means. But I've never really had any issues with the Hockey Bones penalty in every other game, including APBA. I do have some issues, and I have a hard time getting the 7-minute penalties, getting the fights. It just doesn't really happen.
Some games make it, please don't have penalties. Please don't.
Yeah.
Well, Hockey Bones, it flows like a real game. It's like, wow.
I'm sorry. When we were in Canton, Robert Albert showed me both games. We played a little bit of Hockey Bones. We played a little APBA, and I did pick that part up with the Hockey Bones, that the penalties were much smoother than APBA.
Yeah, I feel APBA plays a little faster for me, just because I know it a little bit better, and I have the system down. So I do like that. I like the one big advantage that APBA has over Hockey Bones is you can get 4 or 5 rebounds on a shot.
Yeah.
In Hockey Bones, you get 1 rebound and that's it. And then if you get a second rebound, it's a face-off. And
Hockey Blast does it. Does it great, and I like the way 49 does it.
Yeah,
Grant's game, I love.
Yeah, I like how you have 2 different rebounds in Grant's game. One is if it's if it's in range and it's a save, then you have a good rebound. Yeah. If it's not in range and it's a save, then it's just an okay rebound. Right. So it really feels like that you might have dialed in the shot in that one there. So that's pretty good. Yeah. But but the highlight hockey, the penalties are kind of, it's spelled out for you. It's not hard. And even in the quick decks, the 49 quick decks, I think the penalties are kind of spelled out. And every now and then you'll get a fight or something like that. But I just like the way Hockey Bones does the penalties. And so sometimes I really like looking forward to that.
Well, I've always said Hockey Bones, to me, it's just me, is the most detailed hockey game out. Face-Off was. Yeah. So they just picked up right where they left off. It is the most complete game. It's the fullest. I heard there's other ones, 4th Street, this other one, and I forget the other name. But for the ones I've played, I felt like Hockey Bones was the fullest, smoothest playing game out there. I just needed a brush up that you gave me in Connecticut.
It looks intimidating because when you read the rule book, it's like, oh my gosh, this thing's like a phone book, and I had it on the shelf for a year or so before I finally was convinced by Hockey Unreal. He kept saying, Dave, you're going to like it. You're going to like it. I'm like, I'm watching your videos. I'm not liking it. He's like, you're going to like it. And he stuck with it. I got to say, he stuck with me. He was holding my hand the whole way and, watching me, give this game a bunch of crap on how difficult it was. And then I finally played it. And I was like, oh man, this ain't difficult. No. It's like, what was I? It's like the 49 hockey. Yep. You look at those pegs and those what am I getting into? And then you're like, wow, this is not hard. This is not hard.
That game I could pick up next year.
I think we discussed this, Dave, you and I don't know if it was through a text. That happened to me at your D2D. I'm walking, never knew what 49 quick decks was. I'm walking by the table, and I think it was Joe Costa Jr. setting it up. I'm like, what is this, guys?
Yeah,
And they're like,
yeah.
it's a hockey game. I go, a hockey game with pegs? And I said to myself, no,
I'm the
no
same way. I'm like,
Yeah.
Grant, what were you doing here?
And now I'm hooked.
Yeah, yeah,
And the whole
yeah.
grid for somebody that's afraid of numbers and stuff like that. The whole grid, I was getting like it should have been a warning label, but it's so simple.
All
It's
it
so
does
simple.
is it's an indicator. That's
Yeah.
all it is. It's instead of rolling the dice and looking at a chart to get a position, you're just going down the track.
It's brilliant.
It
It's
is
I think
brilliant.
it was last night. Was it last night you were on? We were talking a little bit, and we mentioned Grant's the way he line changes on the chart.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm ready to cut that part out and print it separately and use it for every hockey.
yeah, yeah,
Every
yeah,
hockey game.
yeah. No, I like that. How you get some matchups, but you get some 1-versus-4 matchups and 3 versus whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do like that. I don't like to always go 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. It's just so boring.
No,
You
it's
know?
not played like that.
So I don't like that. Let's see, Nate. Well, I play more Gurgitate games. Did you see that there was someone that is not a cards and dice player, and he did a video, and I think I posted. Somebody posted it, and I reposted it. And he's got like 30,000 or 40,000 subs, or maybe more. And he did this video talking about different games, and I think he talked about might have been Strat was the baseball game, I think. But one of the games he looked at, he goes, you can play this crazy game called Regurgitate, and it was a food eating game, right? And he went to my video of me playing this game. And it was kind of neat because it's like, man, like thousands and thousands of people watch this video, and I'm in. He goes, and I want to give credit to Dave Gardner who played this game, and go check out the video. He showed you how to play a food eating contest game or whatever it was,
Oh my goodness.
and it was hilarious. But yeah, so that's what Nate's referred to with Gurgitate, where you have your people, and you roll the dice to see how much they eat in a particular minute, and then at the end of the contest, whoever ate the most wins, and it was kind of silly game.
It's sponsored by Kobayashi, the old hot dog king.
I don't know what it was. Yeah.
A couple of things in the chat, though.
Yeah,
Mike Silver thanked me for that plug, and you guys have to check out his replay. Mike, you deserve that plug. We got to get it out there more because people that love baseball and projects, as we all do, especially those who can't get them in, like me and Dave say, and it's a home run without a doubt. And we were talking about Stefan Persson and Big Jacket saying he wasn't much of a fighter. He wasn't, but he was a good player, and he would.
Yeah. Well, he had the codes on the card to bring up a fight. So I mean, and Gus comes by as well. Oh, was Gus? I think Gus was the one that posted that in Discord about the Action PC hockey. We'll get to that in a second too.
Yeah, I had a look about that when you're ready.
Yeah, we'll talk about that as well. And Robert comes by. Good to see. I missed you in Canton. I wish that panned out. It just things went south over here for a while, and I couldn't get away. But he likes that too. He says Hockey Bones is a complete simulation for hockey. Yeah, you know what's kind of weird is Hockey Bones, which was Face Off, right?
Yes.
Older game. I didn't play it back then, but I heard it's an older game, much like Solitaire Pro Football.
Mm-hmm.
An older game.
Yeah, it goes back.
And and I was actually talking to Ron today on the way up to the rink. I gave him a call and chatted in the car, and we were talking about how he's getting excited. He's hoping to see the manual input for the Action PC football game, because he wants to play some Solitaire Pro Football and put it into Action PC. And I says, yeah, I said, that'd be great. And so we got talking about Solitaire Pro Football. It is such a basic game. I don't know how else to describe it, because you have run, short pass, long pass. That's it.
Yeah, but my imagination runs wild with every play.
But that's exactly what he said. He goes, the idea is you use your imagination. I says, you don't have inside run, you don't have outside run, you don't have sweeps, you don't have off tackle, you don't have draws, you don't have screen passes. He says there's a lot of plays that's not in the game. It's boiled down to 3.
Yeah.
But how it's done, and you never feel like, wow, I should have called an outside run because blah, 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 blah. You just never feel that way. You just, you get kind of all the results are in there somehow. And I don't understand that, but that's how it works. So when you got a game like Hockey Bones or Face Off, that's an older game, and a game like Solitaire Pro Football, which is an older game, but they work.
Yep.
And you would think, well, the time passed them by, and I'm going to move on to a newer game.
No, you'd be making a mistake. You're missing out on a fun game. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, they work so well. So, so Robert back in the chat here, and he even agrees. He goes that Hockey Bones is a complete simulation for hockey. I would agree with that, and I would just say that I just feel that it just handles penalties so well, and my shots on goal are there.
You know what I really appreciated about it when I started playing it, and I think I've shared this before, in hockey games, I want to see playmakers be playmakers.
Mm-hmm.
And that game brings that out. The offensive type defensemen that are really good, they're going to make plays in their end. The offensive rush, you feel it. And I always think of guys like Joe Thornton. That game brings the Joe Thorntons. Gretzky's great. Yes, he's going to get his – but guys like Joe Thornton, just Adam Oates, the big assist guys, that game brings that to the actual level it should. You didn't take the Hockey Bones with you, Joe, when you came over?
Me? No, I never took it.
All right. We're going to go at it together. And we got to play it. It's – can't speak
You're going to make me buy another hockey game now.
No, you can have mine.
I told Joe I'd come on here and we play some APBA hockey if he wanted me to kind of help him out with that.
I want to dig into that soon. Because I really want it. Because I like what I saw in it, but I just haven't had the time to. I want to learn it while I'm not learning something else.
I kind of wish that when I was learning some of these games, that somebody would come on with me, and because it's so much easier when you got someone there to bounce some things off of, and when you make a mistake, they correct you, or you can get because sometimes you sit there.
You did that to me with 49 Quick Decks.
I'm a big time.
The day you jumped on with me is when it really clicked for me.
Right. Look what he did to Barbara. Barbara never played a board game in her life. Now she's like an expert for the games that she plays. She's great at it.
Yeah, it's just kind of getting up and running, and sometimes you just got a question, and you ask this, you ask that, and just why this and why, and then when you don't have to figure it out yourself, when someone that's played the game, I think I knew what to do, and they just give you the answer. It's just, oh, I see that, and then you just do more, and you do more, and you do. Next thing you know, okay, I get it. But I just think it's always funner to have somebody there walking you through it. So that's something we'll do with APBA.
Sometimes too, what I do is let's say like Hockey Bones. Okay, I saw it once. I'll watch a video and things don't click, then get the game, and then play it a little bit, or have you or Vinny walk me through it. Then go back and watch that video, and you're like, okay.
Oh yeah. So many times. Yep,
you can't learn a game by video without having a game in front of you. You can't, unless you have a photographic memory.
But when I started playing the highlight hockey, and I went back to Grant's videos, I was like, oh, wow. You're right. Yes. Exactly what you said. Is once you get it on the table in front of you and you see how it moves, then you go back to the videos, and now it just makes way more sense because you have it in front of you, and you can move the pieces around and whatever you need to do, and move the puck around and see how it goes. And
100%.
It's hard to make videos that make sense because you can only do so much.
Right.
But like you said, if you get the game, you put it in front of you, then you go back and watch the video. Now everything just makes more sense once you've given it a try.
Happened to me with APBA football.
Yeah.
Who the heck ever thought I'd play that game?
Me neither. Never thought I'd play APBA.
Yeah, it is.
We talk about making videos, though. To me, the one you did last on the hockey game, Grant's game, Off the Hook, it's definitely up there. And I'm not saying that because we're friends. But the consistency that Shane Orr has, Baseball Maelstrom.
I like Shane.
I told you, Joe, he was the one. You look at his videos for Payoff Pitch.
He did.
He's done them for a few baseball games. He just
Payoff Pitch, you told me, and I did.
Yeah. Any problems, you go back. When I finally broke out Solitaire Football, I printed what I wanted. Still upstairs. My wife keeps reminding me. I went back to our video, Dave, a little bit, just a couple of times to make sure I was doing it right. Because, you did that. That's where I really, okay.
Yeah. I do that too. I've watched a lot of people play it. And what I tell people, it's like, I like it when I see 4 or 5 different people doing a video in a game. Because no matter how good my video is or how good Shane's video is, you don't know what people are going to pick up on.
Mm-hmm.
And if I come from this angle and Shane comes from this angle and someone else comes from this angle, one of those ways is going to finally click with you.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I could sit and explain something all day and someone just might not get it, but someone else might explain it. And just the way that they view it and they explain it, it's going to work out for them.
Right.
And I've had that happen to me. I've gone, I've watched some people do videos. It's like, man, I can't figure this out. This ain't making sense. And I go to watch somebody else and go, oh, wow, the way that he explained it, just the wording that he used, that makes sense. And so I always tell people, yeah, I mean, the more people that do it, the better, because you never know. And I told the replay gamer this all the time because he's like, oh, I'm not going to do a video. You've already done one. I says, no, do it. Because you never know the angle that you come in and how you word it and how you see the game and how you describe it. That might be better for someone that didn't get what I was saying.
Yeah, it's like when you played ball, you had different coaches. Some of them you couldn't relate to.
Yep.
Sure.
But some of them talked to you and taught you on a level that was, oh, wow, okay, I got
it. It's like teachers in school. So you have some teachers that
I wouldn't know. I dropped out of high school.
You know, they couldn't teach me what 2 + 2 meant. And other teachers, you know, they could, you know, I could learn how to land a rocket on the moon. That's how good they were, you know.
It's true. And sometimes you could pick something up from one and something from another.
Yeah.
It's happened to me, and I'm not saying it because you're here, Dave.
Yeah.
When I started first with Hockey Blast, I watched you and I watched Rob Gallimore, Gitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I from both of you, I picked up stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then there's been other videos, and I'm sure you guys, I don't know, you might agree. If somebody starts off their video, well, this is my first time, but I can't.
That's why
you're going to mess me up.
Yeah, that's why I call it a first look. And I've had people mad at me that's like, well, why don't you learn the game before you pull it out?
Yeah, but see, the way you word it.
First look. This is my first look at the game. I'm not playing it. I'm not showing you how to play. I'm just saying, here's my first impressions of this game.
Right.
If I say I'm going to show you how to play it, and I'm sitting there thumbing through the rule book for a half hour because I don't know how to drop the opening face off, then you can yell at me. But when I say it's a first look, and you get mad at me, it's like, come on, you know. I try to word that in the videos, like first looks, second looks. You know, very rarely do I do a tutorial video because I want to be absolutely sure that I have it down.
And we should all bow our heads to Mike Canestrari, who decided to bless us with his time tonight. He just popped in.
Oh, he did. I'll get them. I'm behind in the. I'm behind in the chat.
It's a habit. I'm always.
He's trying to hold the runner on third from squeezing.
And I apologize to the guys. I think I've said this before, guys and girls. Sorry, Bob. I'm always looking towards the chat, but I don't like to jump in because then I get Dave like. He's behind it. I'm ahead of it, and it throws things off. But I'm also looking because I get messages during the show.
Oh, do you?
So I'm always looking down here. But now this message is just from a friend of mine telling me how bad the USA played. Like, I need to know that. Like, Reed, that wasn't obvious to Ryder Cup. I'm not even turning it on tomorrow.
I haven't watched any of it myself. I'll try to catch up on the chat. Gus comes by and says, with Action PC allowing for manual input, that should help me with your upcoming project. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping so too.
It will.
Especially with the football. I did like the Pro Football Helper, but the idea of being able to simulate other games and play along in a season without having to play every game or just choosing the game you want to play, that's a big deal. And it's going to be the same with the hockey. I did like I liked Mike Ignatowski's Blue Links hockey, the spreadsheet that he did. I thought that was great. I just haven't done a hockey project yet that requires that. Like I say, my summer's been kind of weird. Now I'm busy here. At some point, I planned on using that for a hockey project. But with the Action PC, if I can simulate the other games and play along with that, I would really like to do that.
Right.
But it all depends. It all depends on how it works.
You pick out your season. Okay. Dave's seasons are cheap anyway, especially if you catch them.
Yeah, and I have a ton of them anyway. Yeah.
Right. So say you're picking out season X, right? You're playing that. You pick out the game you want to play. Use the game you want to play, Hockey Bones.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to put the manuals. I checked a little bit out today.
Oh, wow.
But like I said, I had to email Dave. A couple of things need to be, and not for that. I just couldn't get the game running. It could be something on my end, whatever it is. But my thing is, so now you take the teams you're playing, whatever it is, the next 30 teams. So if you're playing current or 12, and you just autoplay those games, those
Yeah.
stats are going to go in
And they'll
there
come
with
into
you.
the stats will come into it?
Yes.
Wow.
So now you could take a custom league. Say you just want to take 6 teams from the 79 season. Okay, create the season, throw the 6 teams in there. You're all set. You get a schedule, boom.
Yeah.
No, it's not hard. It's not going to be hard.
I'm really kind of hoping it does that. Whereas you can simulate, there's 8 games on a schedule. I'm going to play one of those games and simulate the rest, and then go to the next day. It's like, oh, I'm going to play this game. So that's how I imagine it would work. So if it does that, then and good on Dave for seeing that, actually. Seeing that, that was kind of like the up and coming thing with some of these computer games, is the idea, and with Paul too, Paul, the fact is with Paul, who's working on the Pocket Pen and Run software, which is now really not only a way to play Pocket Pen, but it's also a companion, I think is what they call it. So good,
games, right?
Yeah, good on him. Fenner says, I'm talking about Hockey Bones, but he's getting Hockey Blast this year and getting that XHL playmat. Yeah, the playmat's nice. I tried to play a game on that the other day, and it was kind of weird because it was so dark. And it didn't it didn't look good on my stream. So
Hockey Bones game laid over that mat. Wasn't that the mat that was underneath it?
I have it right now.
Was it APBA or Hockey Bones? I forget. I put something on the mat to play it, and it was kind of weird.
Yeah, I think it was Hockey Bones.
I think it messed up the lighting because it was
right behind me now. I have the XHL mat out. I'm getting ready to play my XHL season.
I still need to work on the roller hockey. I keep talking about it.
What's one of the other features I'm dying for it to happen. So there's also an alternate rule. If you get a 5-on-5 major with both teams, both goalies come out of the net, and then whoever gets a scoring chance gets a goal. There's so many great options.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy league. I like that.
How do you remember them all? That's the thing.
Enzo comes by. Pretty much everyone but Bossy would drop the mitts, including Billy Smith. Yep.
Billy Smith. He never fought.
Nah.
What a nut he was.
Fenner asks, what are your thoughts on second season? When you ever play it, let us know your thoughts on that.
I ordered it, so
played it. I've played it for years. I was like, one of Keith's first testers. Game's great.
I like it. Great. It plays really nice. It's a lot of chart lookup. Sometimes you get 2 or 3 rolls to resolve something. If you keep getting like the good roll, then you keep going down the line. I like it.
I was looking. I'm like, I bought during the Black Friday last year. I bought the 20 years.
Oh, I did too. Yeah.
I'm like, I got 20 seasons of this game. I got to buy the full play version.
That might have been the greatest deal of sports game history.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
You got every season. It was $1 a season. It came to. And Corey says it too. Second season's a great game. It really is.
Our buddy Arnold comes by.
Arnold.
Good to see you.
Arnold's doing some solitaire pro football.
Yeah, isn't that neat? Everyone's playing that. Mike Gibril. Mike in the truck was playing it too.
Mike, but he's not playing in the truck.
And Barbara comes by. Yeah, Barbara can't stop playing now. She's hooked. She was a video game player, and
imagine.
And she's come over into the dark side.
You know what I love? I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you have, when Barbara posts her replays and she's doing payoff pitch, she's playing the Mets. I love how she writes, and my Mets.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Some of her score has been kind of close to real life too. Yeah, I've been noticing that. Raymond comes by, still here with us, I should say, exactly what I'm doing, learning Hockey Blast. Yep. Holy cow, it's the Sportsman Z. He was doing some White Sox. And the funniest video I've seen from Sportsman Z, he was playing, I think it was the last year's White Sox, the team that was really bad. Okay, if that was last year's White Sox or the year before, I forget what it was.
Last year.
Okay. And I think he was playing the Twins. Okay. And he did a stream on it. And the White Sox were winning. And he's playing APBA. Okay. And so he's playing the game. And the White Sox are winning going into, I don't know if it was the top of the ninth or the bottom of the ninth. I forget now. But I think they were playing Minnesota. And so his team's up by 4 runs. He's feeling pretty good. Okay. I'm going to get the White Sox the rare win. They're a bad team, but they're up by 4. He's playing APBA baseball, and he rolled 5 or 6 doubles.
Oh, wow.
In a row. And for APBA, doubles is hits.
Right.
And it's like, here's a single, here's a double, here's a home run. Are you kidding me? Another double. Are you 44? Are you kidding me?
I wish I had him on the craps table.
It was so good. I've watched it a couple times. I think I even commented. The poor guy is just watching the Twins just go around the bases like a carousel, and they end up winning the game. And he's like, "Damn, that's just great." But he just is rolling all these doubles in a row.
Wow.
How often can you roll doubles? Oh man, it was such a fun stream. We've all had those games. Though.
I actually ordered the White Sox team, the bad team from last year, because my plan is I have the 62 Mets in Strat, and one of these days I'm just going to do a series between them two teams.
Nice,
Probably
nice.
the two worst teams in baseball ever.
Oh man, that was
a series with them and the Cleveland Spiders. Dave did something with the Spiders.
Yeah, yes,
right.
I did a lot with the Spiders. Yeah, I played them in Strat PC baseball, and that was oh my god, I had sponsors for that. We had some people come in. We had Steve Towers, Dr. Steve Towers Elixir, and then we had someone else come in. I think it was Steeler fan Buggy Whips. So we had all these like sponsors from 1899, these fake sponsors, and coming in, and we just made a spectacle of it. We had such a good time, and win or lose, it didn't matter.
That's one of the things I love about Pocket Pennant Run. You can go back to all those late 1800, early 1900 Spiders teams like that.
Yeah, you know what? Brooklyn, I'm surprised.
There's teams Brooklyn had that I never even knew until I got Pocket Pennant Run.
I know we're talking, it's a hockey chat, but I'm surprised they didn't put college teams in Pocket Pennant.
He's got I think AAA teams.
No, college. Regular NCAA. Yeah.
No, I keep bugging him to do hockey in the form of Pocket Pennant Run.
There he is, the rabid one.
Rabid Wolverine comes by. Yeah, have a little.
He and I haven't had a Facebook chat in a while. It's my fault. I've been so like, yeah. It's all good, but just.
Oh, greetings from Canada. Dean comes by. We're having some hockey talk here on a Saturday night.
Canada has been on my heart, Dave. You know that.
Oh, Sports Fans, that was a brutal game. Yeah, that was so good. I wish I could find that and show you guys that one there. At some point, I will. I'll put the link in Digital to Dice, but on Facebook. That was just. I felt his pain because he would just roll, and you see and he had the camera on, so that you see the 22. He's like, another double. It goes, can you believe it? And now it's 4-1, and then he rolls. Well, that single's going to drive and run. Now it's 4-2, and then he rolls 66. God damn it, another double. It's a home run. Now the game's tied. Well, now they've blown a 4-run lead, and just the commentary was priceless. And that again, we've all seen our favorite team collapse in front of our eyes, and it was a good time. Cutter's got some anxiety over the Jays game.
Oh boy.
So that's why we're talking hockey, so we don't have to, And Barbara says they're on the table waiting for her to play after this. Yep. Fantastic. And like I said, I had a fun game of Bones the other night. I pulled out the highlight hockey. I did play a game the other night. I think I played back-to-back games of highlight hockey. I was in a mood to play. I just pulled out the teams. I don't know if I told you about that game. I think I talked about it on the podcast a little bit. I played the expansion Sharks 91-92 against the Blackhawks. And I just decided to play a game. And when I rolled the dice to see who was in net, I had Jeff Hackett in net for the Sharks.
Wow.
And I think his rating was a 5. And I rolled 17. So I didn't get Hasek or Belfour, who I think that was the goalies.
You got the third string. Yeah.
I got Jimmy Waite. And he was a 2.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
played a little better than
and so the Sharks went up 3-0. I'm like, well, the expansion Sharks are winning, and then the Blackhawks come back with 4 straight goals, including a power play goal by Jeremy Roenick to win it 4-3.
That's a great season. That 91-90. Vinny and I have had this discussion. There's so many little things happened in that season. As a hockey fan, and the funny thing is, you go to a lot of these game developers, and not everyone has the 91-92. In fact, John Turnbull. Before the digital to dice, when he was going to introduce his Red Ice Hockey, he had contacted me and he says, Joe, I'm going to come out with a game, going to announce it there. What season do you recommend? And I said to him the 91-92, and he actually he produced it. I love that season. Of course, my Rangers won the President's Cup, but so Pittsburgh was a powerhouse. Yeah. So many great things from that season.
Yes.
The Sharks.
Yeah. I have an audio book. I think it was called The Last Great Season. It was that one.
Was it
really good? Really? Good book. Yeah.
I think it was the Sharks weren't they like the first expansion team?
Yes, that was their first year expansion.
Yeah, but in a long time. I mean, when you think about it, when did they? So they brought in the WHA in 79, 80.
That might have been it for expansion.
I can't think of any other team that joined the league between 1980 and 91.
No, I think you're right, Dave.
It was a long stretch of teams. I'm not thinking. I mean, maybe somebody relocated, but I don't think we had any new. And then when the Sharks come in, it was a big deal. It's like, whoa, the Sharks are coming in
because a few was the year before, 2 seasons before, L.A. Kings got back on the map with hockey because they got Gretzky.
Yeah,
and then they said, the NHL was smart. They brought in the Sharks expansion a year or two later, and it was a big deal, like you said.
Yeah, they had 21 teams forever. And yeah, after that expansion. So when they come in 79, 80, they got the 21 teams. Now the Rockies did move, but I mean, it wasn't that was just a move. That wasn't an expansion.
From Quebec, that became the Colorado Rockies, right? Yeah,
so that was when the Sharks come in. That was the first expansion since the WHA merger. And so seeing those. I remember getting. I think I saw something on TV, and I either called the number to get a catalog or I wrote in because there was no internet, at least not at home. And I got a catalog, and I ordered a hat and a mug, a coffee mug, and I ordered a whole bunch of Sharks paraphernalia back in the day. And I still think I might have some of them somewhere, but I remember I got a pennant and probably a keychain or something like that, and you had to mail it in. So you wrote a check and you mailed it in, and you got it in the mail
6 months later.
So a funny thing with the Sharks with expansion. Personally, I played ice hockey. I was a goalie, and the team it was the Gordie Howe League. It started out as it was a men's league, and then it became Hockey North America took over. But we were the Sharks, and we had a shark emblem. And the second year, the president of our team, we really didn't have an owner because it was like co-op. We all pitched in. He got a letter. We had to change our jerseys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we had the logo first. That was the funny thing, was the same logo. But we had to change. He was like, "Listen, the league says you have to change your jerseys." So we just changed. They let us keep the word name Shark, but we had to change our logos.
Yeah, then after that, in 92, they added Ottawa, Tampa Bay, and then 93, they added Florida and the Ducks. So they had all kinds of expansion going on.
Yes.
It was the NHL added 5 teams in 2 or 3 years. Yeah. And so that was a big deal. But I remember when the Sharks come in, and I remember they were in the Sago hockey game, and they were tough. The Sharks were tough. But just the whole name, being a California team, the teal was kind of neat.
The
Sharks was a cool name. The logo, bite it in the stick. I still like that original logo. I don't like the new logo, but that original logo was so good. And of course, they were bad. They were bad for a while. So of course, I like the bad teams. But just that it just kind of was awkward because there hadn't been expansion in so long, and they added this team as the Sharks.
Remember who they added to give them a little recognition?
Was it Doug Wilson?
Paul Correa.
He was on the Sharks?
I believe.
Oh, he was Ducks. He was Ducks.
If I'm not mistaken. I think they added his name to try and draw.
No, Correa was a Duck.
A Duck. You're right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he was a Duck.
All right. I know it was a California. Remember they brought. Good. That was brilliant the way they did the whole Duck things. They came out with the movie first.
Yeah.
That was just brilliant marketing.
I thought that was odd. I thought that was very Saturday morning cartoonish, but it worked. It worked,
You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. Correa was the Ducks. Right.
Yeah, so Ottawa, it was Ottawa, Tampa Bay, and then the Ducks in the Florida, I believe it was.
Tony with Tampa Bay.
Rockies came the Devils.
Tampa Bay.
Speaking of Florida, wow, you see Barkov.
Oh my God, what a shame!
Broke my heart. I like him so much too. He's becoming injury prone. He's getting banged up the last 3 years.
That's a tough.
That one.
How old is he?
I think he's 29 or 30.
Yeah, he's getting to that
I'm gonna look
age.
it up.
That's a tough injury to come back from.
Ugh. So Cutter brings up a good point. He goes, the Sharks thing came about because the Guns, who were with the North Stars, wanted to move to San Jose, and so they had a compromise. And yeah, I remember reading about that. There was a whole dispersal draft between the North Stars and the Sharks. So that kind of completed, I think it was the end of the Seals, right? The Seals, I think that was part of the whole California Seals. PJ might know more than that.
No, the Seals were
they were gone years before.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you follow this, the Seals went to Cleveland.
I see what he's saying.
Cleveland merged with Minnesota.
Gotcha.
So the Seals went to Cleveland. So Cleveland never left fully. They merged.
Full circle.
And then at some point when they left, that's why there was dispersal between the North Stars and the Sharks, because that was giving the Guns a couple of chances to get some guys back from the team they merged with. I don't follow it all. I forget how all that happened. I don't even remember it. I just remember there was a new team, and I thought that was neat. And John comes by. He is from Winnipeg, and I've had some Winnipeg games here on the channel. He's enjoying the chat. He finally started playing Bones a couple of years ago after owning it for 25 years. And he said, it's a great game. Go Jets, go. Yep. It is a fun game.
And I'm ask you two guys a question.
Right after Phil gets a shout out. We got to get Phil a shout out.
Oh. There he is, Phil. What's up, boss?
And what's up?
Have either of you guys ever played 4th Street hockey?
That's supposed to be. It's way too deep for me.
That's what I hear. I hear it's really a deep game.
Might be the greatest game. I don't know, but
there are people that love it, just like the football game. They say the 4th Street football is fantastic. Okay. I haven't played either one. I was supposed to sit down with Ryan in Connecticut, and he ran out of time. He set it up. He's like, oh, man, I think I forgot how to play. He goes, give me a chance to figure it out. And by the time he figured it out, he goes, oh, I gotta get on the road and get home. So I never did get to play it. So I said, no, we'll have to definitely do it this year if he comes up this year, and we'll sit down and I'll make sure that he's got it all ready to go.
I mean, those that play and love it, God bless them. I just have no desire to try and take something like that.
I have the PC game because it was a free download, and I think you get a couple of teams for free. And I played it, and I didn't know what was going on.
I didn't like the way the penalties were generated, always off the offensive. Whoever was controlling the puck. I have the computer game.
I just couldn't figure out like what I was doing. It's like, what am I doing here? I'm not finding out what's happening. So, but I've not played the card and dice game. I would like to at some point. I like to try everything at least once.
That's a plan for D2D 2026.
Yeah, we'll have to sit down. Yeah, we'll have to get it. Have Ryan bring it. The Guy Lafleur was chosen as the North Star in that draft. Wow, that's crazy. Oh man,
it's nauseating. That's my
University of Cincinnati went after a high school for the Bearcats mascot logo, so they changed it to the Musketeer. What I can't figure out is even in my league that I do, the USPHL, they have some logos from some teams, not NHL teams, I don't think. Maybe a couple. I think the Bruins got a bear that's like a third Bruins jersey, but they have some logos that were, either minor league teams or IHL teams that are definitely not original logos for the team that's wearing them, and they don't get bothered that much, and I don't know why, but they don't. And I heard with high schools too, that they don't bother the high schools. I forget why the NFL said they don't bother high schools when it comes to using their logos.
Probably because they're not making no money.
I forget what it is, but the high schools have some kind of exemption with the NFL. Maybe they're not allowed to obviously sell stuff with that merchandise on it, but they are allowed to use it and use their names and the logos. Because I know my team had the Falcon. It was the Atlanta Falcons Falcon. That's what we had. And
how many ways can you draw a friggin' Falcon?
Well, that's a pretty unique way. Like a star, like the Cowboy star. A star is a star.
Exactly.
But I mean, if you have like the Ram helmets or something like that, that's pretty unique. So, but we used them without a problem. And so Glenn comes in and says, the Sharks, then it was Ottawa, Tampa, and Florida, Anaheim. So he is exactly right. Yep.
Florida's chance for a 3-peat just got kicked.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The owner wants it on his hands.
Going to be out.
Oh, wow.
Tore his ACL and MCL.
Oh boy!
Trust me, Vin. The owner's not going to sit on his hands.
Oh no, he won't. Yeah. How do you replace a Barkov?
That's a big blow. Obviously, yes, I agree with that.
I just like him. Such a good player.
Now, what position was he? I don't.
Center. Yeah.
I didn't follow it too much.
Perennial Selkie Award winner, just an outright
It's a
leader.
stud. The guy's a stud.
Stud. Yeah.
So David said he just finished 4th Street football, the 76 Falcons and the Bears. It's an amazing game. I might have to check that out at some point. Mo said he just got 4th Street football. You can do anything with it, but you can tone it down to not make it as hard. Well, that's good. That's good to know.
I bet you can't play hockey with it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like the fact that, if it's too crazy, you can kind of make it like a basic game.
No, I know
like
where
that.
it's coming from. I agree.
The matchup system for 4th Street is really good. Ray Dunlop developed the matchup system for APBA football. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've seen that.
Carter says he's a stone cold hockey PC nut because the seasons they do have well done. Yeah, and you can actually play a game of that in like 2 minutes.
You can play a season in one sitting.
Yeah, but I mean, if you want to play, you just keep hitting the space button and it rolls the dice. It's like, and you're done, and it gets through the period in a hurry. So yeah, so if you want to play a fast game, Stone Cold PC,
I have it.
Goes pretty quick. And but yeah, so I'm looking forward to the updated Quick Decks hockey game. That might give Grant, if he's listening, a chance to maybe, call it something different so it doesn't get confused with the highlight version.
Yeah, and when you're done, get more seasons done.
He did put out 78, 79 right after the night he was on here with us. That was fantastic. So all we gotta do is get him on the show, and he puts out a new season.
I think he has another one in the plans.
Barbara went through the roof when he revealed it. I sent it to him.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
She's a Rangers fan. Why not?
It was a good. I like to play that cup too. In fact, I think I played the Bruins Rangers a couple times. I forget what if I was playing APBA or whatever I was playing, but I always wanted to do that. If the Bruins had got by the Canadians in that game and went to play the Rangers, what would have happened? So I can play that, and so I'll plan on doing that with Grant's game as well. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the Action PC hockey with the manual input. I'm hoping that works out well, and I can play some seasons with that. And
we'll be getting a new update next week. So
okay, so because he said October 7th, so that's only a couple of weeks away.
Yeah,
it's not that far away at all.
I actually want to call them Monday and talk to him and John, see what's up.
Yeah.
It's just.
So I'm looking forward to that. I got Hockey Bones and APBA on the table. So I've been kind of hitting all the hockey stuff here. Again, I played a lot of solitaire pro football over the last few weeks when I was in my football mood, and I snuck in some APBA as well, APBA football. And I got some second season in a little while ago. I need to go back to that. That I enjoyed that as well. And again, I got that 20 for 20. So I get plenty of seasons to choose from. So I can't be complaining about seasons.
You see, buddy, it was like I was text you today with that idea, because that's what I'm going. I don't want to go into it because we could save it for another show. But I got solitaire pro football up on the kitchen table. So she's like, "Are you ever going to finish that game?" I said, "Yeah, if you stop sending me out the door." I have matchup downstairs. It doesn't really leave that table. I want to start getting into some hockey. It's like now I just got back. I missed the whole season playing golf, real golf. So I'm trying to get my game back going there. It's like, but when I come home, I always want to play something. And then I was like, what do I play? Then you know me, I'm up all night, like looking this, that, listening to audio books. Joe, forget it. You're the king of the club. You don't sleep, bro. I can't believe it. But I keep saying, you know what? Just get out of bed and play something. Nah, I can't leave this. I got a nice big bed. Like, I don't want to get out. So you get in that funk. Frustrated.
I come home tonight and it's like, do I play some? Sometimes I come home and I can't wait to play. And sometimes I come home from the rink and I'm just tired. When I do the broadcast, it's emotional because I'm putting a lot into it and I'm into the game. And
I heard you too. You do a great job.
I really, really try to give it my all. So when I'm done, it's like a performance. And I'm just like on the way home, I'm like this all the way home. And sometimes I come home and she was already in bed and I was just like, I'm just going to watch some TV. And then I was talking to you guys like, well, I don't know if I can play anything tonight, but I'll chat. But sometimes I'm like that too. I'll go to bed. There was a night I went to bed at like 7 o'clock. She's like, what are you doing at bed at 7? It's like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it tonight. Just in a bad mood. I'm going to go to bed. And I lay there. And then next thing you know, it's like 9:30, 10. It's like, I come downstairs, I start playing something. And again, what do you want to play? It's like, well, sometimes I get into something big and sometimes I don't. And, it's fun, when you try to figure out what you're going to play, because sometimes, what time is it? How much time do I have? what's my mental capacity too? Sometimes you're brain tired and you don't want a thinking man's game. That's why, APBA baseball late at night is my go-to baseball game, because as well as I know payoff pitch and season ticket and a handful of other games, APBA is just the simplest. You look at the chart, it tells you what happens. It just hold my hand. I don't want to think of anything. And that's why I like playing that late at night.
Joe got into it. Joe likes the baseball game.
Yeah, I like the basic game. Like exactly, Dave, you hit the nail on the head. Sometimes I don't want to think, and it's not putting APBA baseball down.
Yeah.
Like you said, the results are right there on the chart.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, because if you want to dig into an APBA game, you learn an APBA game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think payoff pitch is it's a lot more difficult than APBA. I feel there's more going on with payoff pitch if you really want to dig into it. Season ticket's kind of the same way. I usually play very basic mode, but you can get really deep in the season ticket if you want to do that. I do like the strat basic baseball more than the other ones. I just for me it plays easier, and sometimes that's just what I want, especially with baseball. Hockey and football, I'll get a little bit more into the weeds, but baseball I'm such a casual baseball guy. I hate to keep overusing that, but I just like to play something simple. Usually with baseball.
Wrong with casual, bro. Yeah. I mean, it's sometimes it's just too tight. I like casual. I don't mind it at all. Yeah. But my hockey game of choice right now is highlights.
Yeah, it just works. It really does.
It's just everybody talks about these quick play games. Well, guess what? Highlights pretty quick, but it doesn't feel it.
Yeah,
doesn't
it's a
feel
half hour
You
game.
get the feel of a full game.
Yeah.
David writes in, he played the 76 Patriots, 76 Steelers, cards and dice the other night, 27-21 Steelers win. Jack Lambert dominated his matchups. Well, that's going to be a bad game then if the Patriots lost to the Steelers. Just saying. Michael took some videos at the Strat football and hockey tournaments last week. You should have them posted by next weekend.
Dog. Mike, who won it?
Nice.
Or should I wait for the video?
Looking forward to that, Mike.
Barbara played some Bruins Rangers the other night. And was that the 78-79 set, Barbara? Because she's got what does she got for sets?
71, 72, 92, 93, and the 79, 80.
Okay. Is it 70, 71 or 71, 72? I think it's 70, 71.
71, 72.
He has that one too?
Was it 72, 73?
No, I think he has 71, 72.
Okay.
Pretty sure. I'll look.
Barbara, which other one was it? 71, 72 you have?
Let me see. Let me go to the hockey seasons.
She'll answer.
70, 71. You're right, Dave.
Yeah, 70, 71.
That was a good Ranger team too, though, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, no, they were.
So that's what she has.
Okay.
Just 3 of them.
Okay. Ty says they love Stone Cold hockey, but what full play game would we recommend for someone who's a casual fan? For full play, it would either. Well, again, it's either APBA or Hockey Bones.
For full play for a casual
fan.
I don't think there's a casual full play game.
Strat basic.
Strat basic is definitely casual
for a casual fan.
If he's a casual fan, he's not looking and he's not going to miss all the detail stuff.
Right.
Plus, you guys have to stop talking about APBA hockey because I don't want to diving into it. But I'm getting tempted thoughts.
I'm going to dive into it soon.
Bad thoughts, Dave, that I'm going to have to get this game.
That's my most played hockey game.
Really?
And I have a ton of seasons for it, and I've collected them over the last, 5 or 6 years since I've been playing it. I'll tell you a story. Can I tell you guys a story?
Hey, sure. Why not? It's story.
Let's make a deal.
So I originally, when I first get into this, and I told the story in Colorado about, how I get into it back in 2019, and I ended up playing Stratomatic hockey. Chuck had got me into Stratomatic. That was my first hockey game on the table. Shootout was the first, and then he's like, let's try something a little bit bigger than Shootout. And I get into Strat, and I was enjoying it. I had a hard time, so I was mostly just playing basic, maybe a little advanced. And I got a couple of seasons, and I was having some fun with it. But they didn't have a lot of seasons in stock. Mm-hmm. And then the idea that you would have to, if you bought an older season, you got 6 teams, and then you had to print the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that for one of the seasons, maybe 2, and that's like, man, they don't have everything I want. I bought a couple off the black market. that I paid some money for. But I was like, man, this is just I'm enjoying it, but man, I want some more seasons. They don't have them, and I don't want to have to print out 14 teams, and cut them all. And so that's when I tried APBA, and I think it was Tebow and Steve sent me some APBA products. So they sent me baseball and the hockey, and I think a couple of football teams too. Now that if I remember, yeah. So Tebow sent me a huge package. I mean, he's got like 13 copies of everything. So I mean, so he sent me he sent me the baseball and the football, and Steve in Chattanooga there, he APBA he sent me the hockey, and it was the older hockey. So I got the hockey to work, and I was like, okay, I got it moving. I'm reading the charts. Again, I had not played any APBA games at all. So I got the baseball game moving, and then I got the hockey game moving. But I still was having some problems with some things. And then I watched a couple of Tebow's videos, and it finally clicked. I was like, oh, it finally clicks. And then I says, you know something? I looked at the APBA website. Says they have like every season I would ever want to play. Can I make this game work? Because I was playing Strat. I didn't have a problem with Strat. But if I could get APBA to work on my table, I could get any season that I wanted. I mean, within reason. If I want to get 1944, they might not have it. But anything from the 60s up to modern day, they had. And I says, if I can make APBA hockey work, I could play basically any team and any player I want in my range. And I just stuck with it and whacked through the rule book, which was, in some places poorly written. And I just stuck with it to a point it just worked. And I took in some of the Mike Berger stuff, and I took in some of the other stuff I found, and just some of my own stuff. I didn't change the game. I just made some of the things a little simple, like the penalties. Mike Berger made the penalties way easier to read than how you do it in APBA. And then the ODAI, which is a pain in the neck. I use his single man system for ODAI, and it makes everybody more important now on the ice individually.
Yeah, you showed me that. I like that.
I like that. And it's faster. And when I first tried it, he's like, you're going to hate it at first, but he says, I'm telling you, give it a game, and next thing you know, it's going to be way faster than the other ODAI, because you don't have to add up the players on the ice. You look at the guy who's going up against him, and that's it. And so the end the story here is I stuck it out with APBA for the sole reason they had a ton of seasons. And we talk about check boxes when we look at games. If I'm going to look at this game or this game, we check boxes. Does it have every player is a checkbox? How many seasons is a checkbox? Price is a checkbox. So everything's got a box to be checked in. I was like, if I can get into this APBA, they have a ton of seasons, all carded. I don't got to print anything.
Right.
And I stuck with it, and I started to like it. And the more I played it, the more I just really liked it. And so now I have a bunch of seasons behind me. I would just chip away, get one here, get one there, for work some extra hours. I do that here, birthday, Christmas, I'd have the wife order some stuff for me. And so and that's why I have so many APBA hockey seasons, is because I stuck with it and they were in stock. Going back in time, if Strat had all the seasons in stock and you didn't have to print out the extra teams, I might have never went to APBA.
Right.
But APBA checked some of the boxes. I enjoyed the game, and now I still enjoy it. Hockey Bones, I tried it just because it's hockey. In some ways, it's simpler than APBA. In some ways, it's more difficult than APBA. They don't have every season that APBA does,
right?
Especially printed. But I have most of them that they have printed in my range, and I enjoy it very, very much too. But yeah, APBA hockey, how I get into it was because of what they had in stock.
Yeah, I can see that.
One of the products which I love what APBA hockey offers, like you said, they offer almost every season. And one of the featured products I like is almost for every year they offer the 4 finalist teams.
Yeah,
and it's like it's so inexpensive, and you get 4 teams.
Yeah,
so if you want to just play that, playoff Stanley Cup, they give you that feature.
Yeah,
I like that.
I mean, I get it. I'm sure
they have Super Bowl teams too. Super Bowl teams.
Same thing. Yeah. Yes, I ordered a couple from them.
I mean, my hockey, I've been looking at my Strat box is still by the bar, Joe, on that chair.
Still there, huh?
Yeah. My wife's asked
the beginning of the summer.
Yeah, maybe longer. And but I'm looking at it, I'm like, I might want to break it out again, blah, blah, blah. But then I love the highlights. I love Hockey Blast.
You're gonna buy APBA next.
I don't know if I will. Like, just
I know you
because,
are.
it's like, how much am I going to play it? That's the thing.
It's hard to say. I mean, my thing has always been I've had so many favorite games. If you've listened to the show over the years, I've had so many games, okay? And okay, this is my favorite game. And then I try a different game.
And all of a
And
sudden,
next thing you know, that's my favorite game. And then I try a different game, and then that becomes a favorite game. So if I look back, like if I never tried APBA, then I wouldn't have had all those hours of enjoyment. Highlight hockey, I wrote that off in the beginning, and now look, geez, I'll play that for weeks at a time, and you just never, you don't know if you play a game, it just might become one of your favorite games. It might not replace
Right.
your favorite game, but it might be like, like I said, I have APBA and Hockey Bones. The other night I was in the mood for Hockey Bones. Tomorrow I might be in the mood for APBA. They do different things, and I enjoy them both, and I enjoy having them both, and that's why I do.
Yeah,
that's what happened with me. And you actually did the show with me. You know how long of a strat hockey guy I was, and I have to say now, I mean, I'll still play strat, but and Vinny knows this too. Hockey Blast and 49 Quick Decks are probably my two favorite hockey games right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the APBA product, the football game. You guys know I had a bad experience.
Yeah.
It was made right. I think I told you John sent the cards.
Okay, good.
He did.
Did the right thing.
He did. But it was a bad first-time experience.
Yeah.
So it's like now, if I could get them second market the game from somebody in a season or two, I might be more inclined to do it.
Now, what about this? And just kind of throwing this out there, what if you placed an order with APBA and there was no issues at all? Would that help?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying you'd ever, forget the bad experience, but just
no. But I could put it behind me, Dave. Like, he made it right. His thing is, I can't get past my head that the guy don't answer an email.
Yeah.
And then he sends me an email, and he's saying, "I sent those cards out a week ago. Did you get them?" Well, guess what? I haven't answered.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that's how it's done. And I guess he's a one-man operation, but it doesn't instill confidence. I get it, and that's. But I mean, I've ordered all these seasons: baseball, football, hockey, golf, and very rarely did I have my first order with him was APBA Hockey, and I ordered the game, and I ordered 90-91 season. And the box was crushed when it came in, and so here I am. My first game with them. The corner was crushed, and something inside was messed up a little bit. And so I sent him an email and says, "Hey, I just got the game in, and it was it messed up in shipping, and the box looks like ass." Is basically what I said. This is my first game, and I like to take care of my things and put them on the shelf and look at them. And I says, "It looks terrible." And he got back to me and says, "Can you send me a picture so I can contact the post office?" So I sent them pictures of the box and the things inside that was busted. Sent him off. He goes, "Okay, new product coming out." He resent the entire order. He just asked me to prove that it was busted so he can show the post office, and he did. Right. And so my very first order was messed up. Not his fault. It was definitely post office. Mm-hmm. But since then, I ordered, like I say, my hockey seasons. I ordered them on a Sunday. I think I got them on a Thursday. I mean, it is.
Well, my football game came fast.
Sometimes it's how you catch it. Sometimes you'll order it and it'll sit there for 3 or 4 days before he gets to it. And sometimes you order it and the next day it's out the door. It's just kind of hit or miss with that. So sometimes you get real lucky and different times of year, I imagine they get busier, Right. But yeah, I'm just kind of wondering if you wanted to give the hockey a try, if you ordered the game in say one season and it was it went through without an issue, if that might help.
It would help. And I'm not holding nothing against that. Listen, he made the thing. He made it right.
Yeah, just
communication, dude. But he's no spring chicken. So I also took into consideration. Am I mad at the guy? No.
Yeah.
It was just soured experience.
It does, because and I was talking ST about that the other day. I was texting ST, And I was talking about some of the articles that he was writing in his new magazine. And one of the things he said is that, we place these orders, and as soon as we hit the send button and put in the credit card, but we're against the window looking out to see if the truck's coming. You know what I mean? But that's how we are with this stuff. I mean, you order something from Amazon, you order a new toothbrush or something, and it's just like, yeah, when it gets here, it gets here. But when we order our games,
last week I had people over for dinner. What was it for? I don't even remember. Oh, Carmelina's birthday. Yeah, her birthday dinner. So we had everybody over. It was a decent size. I realized I had no espresso. There's half the crew drinks espresso. I go on Amazon. I ordered these cases that I get. I think it was at my house by 2:00.
Yeah, some of this, depending where you are, you can get some things pretty quick. Yeah. But what
APBA's delivery service? I have no everything came perfect.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is that we're so
spoiled,
excited about what we do.
We gotta have it now.
Yeah, but it's like, but even more so with the games that we play.
Yeah,
is I don't know what
remember when you got me the bank shot? And I ordered a bunch of season. I tell you, I had my nose pressed against the window every time the truck pulled up.
Yeah, exactly. And we're not like that with a lot of things in our life. I mean, we order things. I mean, obviously life-threatening things or medications. Yeah, but I mean, a lot of the stuff that we order, like I ordered a shirt from Amazon the other day, right? Oh, it'll be here tomorrow. Well, oh, sorry, it's been delayed. It'll be here in 2 more days. I wasn't looking out the window for this shirt. You know what I mean?
If that was a game, a season.
Exactly. If I order a season or a game, or if Grant's like, hey, Keith or Grant will send me an email and say, hey, I'm dropping something in the mail for you. I'm pressed against the bay window all day long. That's just how we are with this stuff. So, we get upset when it doesn't come in right away. And because we want it so bad.
We got 800 different cards for the same game, but we want the one we just ordered now.
It's true.
How sick is that? So that's a sickness. That's a sickness. It's a fun thing.
Yeah, we could be doing worse things with our money.
It is, but I mean, ST made a good point in his magazine how we're, as consumers, this is something we're really, really attached to, and it becomes part of us. So we want those packages right away.
I got to get his latest issue. I didn't get it yet.
Yeah, we get mad when we don't get it right away. Now, Gus says he went into payoff pitch for the 55 season, and they don't have it. Yeah, they don't have everything for payoff pitch. Joe does a good job with some of the stuff, but yeah, he doesn't have everything. So just keep that in mind that I'm waiting for him to get 95 because I will order that in a heartbeat.
And 75. Season ticket has
I was just going to say that.
Yeah. Season ticket has. I think I have that because I printed out some of the teams.
I have the 55 set from season ticket.
Yeah. 50
so I'm behind in the chat. Barbara says 78, 79, 91, 92, and 70, 71. So she's got 3 really good seasons for highlight. Gus says full play casual. He says strat hockey. Okay. Clams and stuff comes by. Vinny, pony up. You know you're going to eventually get Apple hockey. I will say one thing about is if you've played any APBA game and you're okay with the charts, then you're gonna like any of their games. If you like, there's some people, especially like the strat people who never came with the charts. They don't like the charts, and some people straight up, I don't like charts. Then you won't like any APBA game. But if you whatever game you played, baseball, hockey, football, or even the golf, if you're okay with looking at the card and going to the chart, most of the APBA games are very similar like that.
As a lifelong, and Vinny, you probably can relate to this because you cut your teeth on it strat like I did. As a lifelong strat guy, what I found now playing APBA is it just takes getting used to navigating the charts. It's learning where to go. Yeah. Like in the beginning, you're like, oh God, where's the kickoff? Where's the punt? But then once you play a couple of games, it's
I
smooth.
Love the chart.
I'm finding that with the football now.
If you just lift the page of the chart book, it has what's on there in black.
Yeah,
you can actually cut. I know people who cut.
I put these things on here. I put these Post-it things on there.
Okay.
And they're like $5 at Staples, and I do. I just put the little thing. So I have like the kickoff is one of them, and then I have the main chart. So when I go right to the main chart, and then I have one for penalties. Red is penalties, and then I have the rare play. So I have like 4 or 5 of them laid out. So I can just go right to where I need to go.
With the football, that's what I did. I made 4 charts because the the 14 to the 30
Oh,
is
yeah,
the one the
yeah.
most. I made them and put them up on my table, so I don't always have to
Yeah,
flip
those are the
them.
main ones.
But
Yeah.
I've gotten so comfortable with the football after playing it a couple of times, navigating through the charts.
Yeah. There was
I
a question that came up. Excuse me, but Barbara asked about Strat if it has all the players, and no, it does not.
No.
You get
No, they
extra
don't.
players, but they don't have. The only way to have all the players is in the PC game. So
That's why I went to for my 55 replay. I wound up doing. I bought it from Season Ticket because I had the 55 set from Strat for a long time, and I said I'm going to find when I retired. I'm going to do my National League replay now, and then all of a sudden this guy's missing. This guy's not on this team, and that's why I went to Season Ticket.
Yeah.
I think she was referring to hockey.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
It's even worse. You really don't get
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
But
Kevin comes by. Boy, Kevin's been doing some good stuff. Oh my gosh,
my goodness.
Kevin's been doing some great
He's
stuff.
Brilliant. He's brilliant, and he's a guy whose brain you want to pick any APBA game.
Yeah. Now he says with APBA hockey and baseball, you start to memorize the results pretty quick without having to go over the chart. Yeah,
really.
You pretty much do. Yeah. When I'm playing the hockey, and I roll the dice and I get a 1 or a 2, it's a shot. You don't even gotta think about it. No matter what the ODAI is, it's a shot on net. So just go right to the shot.
Baseball 13's a strikeout and 14's always a walk, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. And 1s are home runs and things like that. So yeah, the football is harder because there's so many other things.
Yeah.
Although there's certain results, like if you get into the teens, if you get like the 14s, the 19s, those are pretty much incomplete passes. So you have an idea with football. If you get a low number, that's going to be good for the offense. You get those 35s and 36s. Those are wild cards. It could be good. It could be bad, but there's always a flag. So you know that the flag's being thrown at that point. There's one number that kicks are no good, and I always roll that for my extra points. So the 70s kickers, it's I don't know, it's a 23. I think it's a 23. It's like, oh my gosh, did I really roll a 23? And he missed it. Yeah, so you do start to recognize some of the stuff. But yeah, the baseball, some people have all the charts memorized.
That's insane.
Hockey, I have a lot of it memorized. I get a pretty good idea what's going to happen. Like a 9 is a block shot, and 7's a block shot plus 2. Good. Yeah, so I've gotten used to some of those results there. So I really like that there.
But I'm also at the point where, and Joe knows that, I find it hard to retain a lot of stuff. So I don't try. If it comes into my head, it's retained. Good. If not, just play on.
Yeah, that's why the charts are there. You look it up. Yeah. Even when I play the APBA baseball, the basic version, even though I still look up 13 every time just to make sure it's a strikeout. I don't take anything for granted. I know it is, but just in case I have a man on second and a 13 is not a strikeout, I don't want to screw that up. I check every result. Every result.
That's true.
Oh, here's our buddy. We were talking about him, the 4th Street man. He lives on 4th Street, I heard. He lives on 4th Street.
Ryan? 4th Street, huh? And 6th Avenue? I know where that is. It's in Brooklyn. You don't want to go there no more.
I missed the greeting there. Stuart says, I ordered the Action PC hockey game too. Yeah, we were talking about that. I'm really, really excited about
it'll be out soon.
October 7th.
I know the testers are going at it pretty good, so we're
So
doing what we can.
Yeah, when we were younger, 6 to 8 weeks for delivery. Yeah, remember that you see at the bottom, give 6 to 8 weeks every time you ordered something. You'd write it in and be like, "Oh my gosh!"
Remember, Vinny Stratomatic used to get the thing in the box. You had to fill it out, mail it in.
Yeah.
Hope we got there. Then wait 3 more weeks for it to come. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why it was great when I got my license. I'd drive out to Glenhead in 40 minutes.
Oh, jeepers, yeah.
I always took somebody, so they would open the cards. Let me see that card as I'm driving. Oh, hand me this guy's card. And I'd be home and we'd be playing like the next hour. It was great.
Nice.
Great.
Mo says he likes Inside the Crease. I like it on the computer.
Me too.
I don't really like it too much on the cards and dice, but I do like the computer version of that very much. Again, penalties, though, screw me up big time. And I've sat and I've watched the PJIT videos and I've read the instructions. And as soon as I think I get it, a penalty comes up, and then I don't know. I don't know. So we got Florida checking in, Riverview and Orlando. So we have a lot of Florida people here talking some hockey. Wasn't that too long ago when I was a kid? Florida never talked hockey. Now they get more Stanley Cups down there than I know what to do with, right?
I'm telling you, 3-peat might happen. They're good.
You got to kind of wonder, and I know that they said that it wasn't true, but the warmer climates they might attract players more than say, do you want to go to Winnipeg or Vancouver? It's freezing up there, or Calgary.
Bringing your kids, your wife and kids.
Yeah. Would you rather be in Florida and no offense to Calgary, but I mean in the dead of winter, at San Jose, I remember when Kyle McLaren went out to San Jose and then Joe Thornton went out there. And so they were both on San Jose at that point. And Kyle McLaren, there's a story, Kyle McLaren's and Joe Thornton are walking around in shorts and sandals in the middle of the hockey season. And Joe Thornton's like, should we be doing this? And Kyle's like, it's California. No one's going to recognize us. so they can just live their normal life out there because, around here, they would be spotted. But yeah.
I don't know if you've ever gone to a Lightning game down in Tampa.
No, I haven't.
The atmosphere is just incredible. The outside is, you're sitting outside, like you said, you could be in shorts and a jersey.
Yeah.
In a hockey jersey.
Yeah.
And there's palm trees. And then you go in and you come out and it's just a great atmosphere.
Yeah. Phil brought out a great point, and I know that's a big time attraction for players. Where he said, there's no state income tax.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the other thing too. Yeah, is depending, like if you're in New York, it's a lot of money to be playing in New York. So yeah, that's a big thing. All right, of Dyson Men just received Highlight Hockey. Looking forward to trying it out. Again, if you got any questions, let us know.
You'll like it.
There's plenty of videos out there on it, and we'll help out as much as you can. And let us know what you think after you played it, and give it some time. I will say that when you're first reading the cards, they get confusing because it's a lot of if then. If this guy is a 10, then this. If this guy is an 8, then this. So they can be a little confusing.
Let him just watch your last video.
Yeah, that might help
too.
Walk
away playing with his eyes closed. Believe me.
Yep.
But just you sell yourself short. That video was just.
It was.
Rand said he wanted to put it on the website.
It was.
I think he should.
And one of the best pieces of advice I got with that game is when you have nowhere to go, you got to go to the next card.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you have nowhere to go, you say, where do I go from here? Next card.
Yep.
And the flow will kick in.
And just take your time reading it, because sometimes you'll read it and it's like, okay, so this guy's not a 10, then what happens? Then you come down here and it's like, but sometimes the flow is kind of weird. So just take your time reading it, and just if this is true, then this. Forget the rest of it. If it's not true, then look for the next viable option. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's like, are they playing pass in, or are they playing, whatever, the opposite of pass in, maybe pass out, whatever it is. So just take your time, look at the card, and then the more you play it, the more stuff will click to a point where you won't even have to think about it.
You're making me want to put it on the table, Dave.
I know. I'm thinking about it right now. Yeah.
I don't like saying anything, because then Joe says, well, me too. And then he says something. I go, wait, me too. There's something going on, like telepathically. Is that the word? Telekinetically?
Brothers from another mother.
I don't think so, man.
And the HHL commissioner's in the house.
That's Ryan.
Yes, he was. Let me see. That is right,
Ryan
Joe.
Fines is playing in that, as a matter of fact.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Barbara's right. So we could be doing worse things.
Oh yeah.
Than to be chatting some geeky games here. Let's see. I gotta scroll down here a little bit more. I'm backed up here. Again, we said hi to Brian earlier, but I want to put him out because I took him down real quick. Yep.
He's a play.com.
Play guy. I was just thinking that when I see his name, I think of play.
Like he's
a play brand, his name.
Yeah.
David says he likes fast drive football. Yep, that's another fun one.
He loves it. It's only he posts constantly great games till he posts.
Oh, Kevin says the only time 13 isn't a strikeout is the pitcher has an R. Okay.
I told you he's the APBA guy.
Yeah.
He's the one whose brain I'll be picking when I get. If
David said his postman used to play Strat. That's interesting.
Wow.
The postman plays Strat. That's what happens when your package disappears. That guy took all the packages. He's got all these Strat seasons.
You know what's weird? You talk about I'm always talking to my mailman when he brings something. The guy Dante, young guy, good guy, and I try to always see if he'd be like, really, I'd like to come by and check it out, but I haven't got that yet.
Sometimes I order like Staples have a sale on paper or a paper. The UPS guy's dragging it up the stairs. Just bring it right in. Bring it right. It's like, nope, here it is. Bye bye.
I just got two cases of cardstock. The kid came to the door sweating. She wants something to drink. Here, take this. Is it? Oh man.
Michael says Strat does have all the players for hockey. The last 2 seasons have downloads for the computer only players. Soon all the seasons will be available. Interesting.
So you got it for the board version? Joe, you would know better than me.
That's a lot of seasons to fill in.
They have even the
football.
And you got to cut them out.
Yeah. Once I started getting my seasons printed, I really didn't go back to printing the PDFs unless that's the only way they offer it.
Last year, my wife bought me a 46-47 season. Okay, she bought me a couple from Strat. What do you want? I put on the list, my daughter. And I had to cut the extra players from the original 6 teams.
Yeah.
And I had to cut extra players.
Sets?
I'm sorry?
16 sets, no matter what. I've never printed anything out. Those are the players. That's what I'm using.
Yeah.
I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like them.
Yeah.
But I'm not an as-played guy. I don't need everybody. I don't need the guy that played 2 games and, fell down over the boards to get ice time and went back on the bench. I don't need it. I'm fine with it. I still like shot hockey. Board game.
Captain Carl swinging by. Oh, look at this. He just
nice.
Printed purchase Hockey Bones in a 77-78 season. Fantastic.
You go. Now, Dave Gardner's brain. You could be good to go.
Did you Captain Carl? Did you get those? Did you happen to order from Drive-Thru? The Drive-Thru cards are so good.
Yes,
so good. The PDFs are dirt cheap. They're $9, I think, or $10.
Yeah,
but
you feel like cutting out 900 cards.
Yeah, because Hockey Bones, you get everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the other things that when I think about playing a game, sometimes I want to play as played, and Hockey Bones is going to allow you to do that. APBA has most, not everyone, but they do have most. So if that's a big deal, and Hot Wheels comes by, hi, Mr. Hot Wheels. Hope things are going well for you. And Corey, thanks for coming by. And Brian says, yeah, I'm a big play gamer. Started when I was 10 on Strat and came back and found play.
Good for you.
Yeah. You're good company.
How many ink cartridges do you need for 2 cases of cards? Yeah, that's the other thing,
Oh, gosh. You had to see this poor guy coming up the ramp. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I was hiding behind the door because I didn't want to lift him. And I'm like, oh, man.
Kevin tries to avoid PDF at all possible.
That's I was just thinking about that with APBA. There's no printing.
Yeah.
There's no printing. You get it.
Yep. You get it.
People complain and they go, well, the APBA seasons, I've heard people not complain, but say, but the APBA seasons, they're a little more expensive than Strat. Yeah, but when you cut it, you figure it all out and do the numbers. Now you're printing all this stuff. Right. Yeah, you might be getting the season for $20 less, and it's costing you $40 to print.
Yeah.
There's only one guy I know is a no-brainer. Well, I like printed anyway, but Joe Bryan. You get every player.
Oh, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Listen, I went to put some of the bricks. I haven't opened them yet for the payoff pitch. Oh, no. I was looking for the 69 cards for you.
Yeah.
I dropped the whole set. I thought they were in it. It opened up. It hit my tile floor in the basement. I was more worried about the tile.
Yeah. These things are tanks.
I put them all back. There wasn't one
dent.
mark. No.
Yeah.
Dave, was it you who said it about when Vinny got all those bricks?
Oh.
Did you put...
I didn't catch that.
That the DEA looked like they were going to raid his house.
Yeah. I was expecting to see some paraphernalia around all those packages. It's like, look at this bus. Look at this bus we made.
It looked like, right?
It did.
What are you going to do with all that? I said, well, eventually I'm going to open them and play some. But
the things I'm going to do to you.
Somebody else, man. That's a lot of around.
APBA Chatter comes by. He is the one that I told you about that sent me the hockey. That got me off and running with APBA when I told that little APBA story. And it was him that sent me the hockey, and I got it working. And that's when I saw all the seasons. I says, man, if I can get this game working. And it was. I had a phone. I had it moving. And I was like, oh, I'm kind of getting it. I says, let me buy the new the new game of the newer season, and we were off and running. So yeah, so he was the guy that got me going on that.
I just dropped $1,000 on dinner tonight, so I guess I could get an APBA hockey game without my
You're
wife.
getting it, and then we'll work through it together like we did with Quick Decks.
Yeah. Captain Carl says he did buy it through drive-through. Fantastic. Yeah, those are like playing cards. They're so good, and you get everyone.
Take care, Kev.
I like how you
Kev.
Bless you.
And yeah, so David says they found interesting that Brad Marchand did not come with the new Strat hockey cards, extra player only. That is not cool. Although I will say that if you get the 49 highlight hockey, he's also not on the roster. He is an extra.
I didn't notice that yet because I didn't.
So when I was going to play, so I have last season, so I was going to set up Florida, Toronto, and then Florida, Edmonton, but I was going to have to manually put him in on the Excel spreadsheet.
Wow.
Yeah, because he's not
24-25 season. No,
yep, on Strat. Yep, I think he's on with APBA because they do the playoff teams is what they normally do. And David said he likes it when the cards have the team colors on them. Yeah, Payoff Pitch has a little bit of that. I like that. And so, all right, Kevin's going to roll some inside pitch. You know, I'm interested in the inside pitch, guys, because I tried that before and I had a hard time with it. But supposedly they come up with a new version of it that's supposed to be actually a little easier. I think they called it advanced, but I think it's going to be a little easier. So, I'm interested to see what that's going to do. So he's playing 2001. Brian says, I had a moment last night where I was season shopping. I have no idea what you're talking about.
And then find out.
I don't know what season shopping is. I don't even know what that is. No idea. Oh, I want that. Then went to my files to find out. I ordered it months ago. It's still in the plastic wrap. Oh, I've done that. Luckily, I've caught myself.
I just went to the 24-25 Boston Bruins. Brad Marchand is there on the first line.
On the Bruins?
Yeah, so you guys said he wasn't on.
Not on Florida.
Not on Florida.
He's an extra.
He's an extra.
Oh, well, I could see that. He just joined them. So, yeah, I'd have to cut him
No,
out.
you would think that if he, well, I don't know how Strat does it. Maybe it's if you play the most games with one team.
I believe that's how they do it.
No, they put him on the season ending.
Yeah?
Team, yeah, they put him on the team they ended with.
Because somebody put up that he was an extra on Strat this year.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering that myself. I'm just going to mute his mic for 1 second so he can have his privacy. Yeah, I'd never heard of that. If that's how Strat does it, right?
I know they used to do where you were at the end of the season. I don't know if that's still the case because if what he's saying, I forgot who said it before, that he was an extra player.
I'm pretty sure I downloaded. What did I download? I downloaded 24-25 for APBA just to see the roster. Okay. I didn't buy the
season.
I didn't buy the season. So here's the roster now. So if I go to Florida, Marchand is second line left wing for Florida on APBA. And
is that how APBA does it?
Yeah, APBA does the end of the year. Yeah. So that's how.
Okay.
That's how APBA did it. So, and Vin, I muted you just so you could have some privacy over there. So you might have to click your microphone back on.
We're good?
Yeah, we're good now. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want you to hear the background noise anyway.
No, it's all right. I just wasn't sure. So Waterfield comes by and says he's rolling some red, white, and blue racing. I played that a couple times. That's an enjoyable game.
Oh, very good game.
All right, so Mo says Brad only played 10 games with Florida. Maybe that's why. Although APBA's got him on there, you know. Excel
makes sense.
Yeah.
APBA Chatter says Excel is the card inventory lifesaver.
Yeah, Dave knows that well. The way he moves those 49.
I like that. You know, as much time as it takes me to set that up, and I was tempted to print out the individual players, and then that way I wouldn't have to do that. But
I've been tempted to do that.
But the thing is that if it takes me 15 to 20 minutes or so to set up my teams in the Excel, and I print them out, the game it moves so quick. I don't want to use the cards for that.
Now, do you label each one you edit so you could pull it up again in the future?
Sometimes I put like P1 for playoffs first round or F for finals if I added them. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just have some random teams, and it's just, if I like the 81-82 co-op project, I printed out a couple of teams. I think I printed out like Colorado and Toronto or something, and just I'll never use them again. I kept them, but I'll never play them again.
I get it.
The challenge with printing the cards from 49 Quick Ticks out as individual is if you got to look up who's got the best inside shot, highest inside shot. Now you got to go through all the cards. But like you said with the chart, boom, you just go down the line. Okay, he's got the highest. I can use him.
It's just so much faster. And then I put my lines together and then I can put the goalies at the bottom on both sides when I print that out. And
which
it's just
now he's giving you automatically.
Well, because I remember telling him, I was like, "Why does this go out to an older format?" He said, "I got to convert them all." So.
Yeah, he did. He did some.
Good. Okay, good. And APBA says I should do a card inventory Excel show and tell. Sound optional, like my video today. I was trying to watch that today, and
now, What is his channel? What is his channel? Because I'd like to see it too.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I was watching. I'll have to go find it.
APBA, can you
post put your channel in there?
Because I'll just write it down because you can't copy and paste off the chat.
I was I got home and I was trying to watch it on the iPad tonight while I was having dinner after I got home from the rink, and I was like, is he talking or is my sound down? So yeah, the audio is going in and out on his video he was doing today. I think it was a football video he was doing today. And he was talking about, rolling for the play. I think it was that's what he was doing. But he had some good thoughts here. But again, the sound was kind of messing up. So I thought it was me. So I was like, oh boy, it must be my feed coming through. Here's not that good.
This is what drives me nuts. This is the game is conundrum. Is that the right word?
It's okay. Just APBA. Yeah, APBA.
And I told you this the other day, Dave. I want to play this. No, I really want to play that. I want to do this tournament. I got to finish that one. It's like I wish there was 6 of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
like.
But once I find that once I put a game on my table, I'll play a half dozen of those games because it's set up and ready to go. And now, and it takes me a bit because I play so many different games. It takes me a little while to kind of get back into the flow of the game, and then it's just kind of like, oh yeah, and then it's like, okay, now I want to play another game because now I'm back into it and I can really make it kind of move, and we move right along.
You know what our problem is, Vinny? Is we have a couple of tables set up. That's the problem. It's great. Because you don't have to, I have football on one right now. I got hockey on two. But sometimes it's like, should I jump into this? Should I jump into that? Yeah. But like Dave says, with one table, I got it set up. Let me play a bunch of games on it.
Now, when you set up matchup, it fits on those tables fine, right?
My matchup, yes. The the far one behind me. That's where I do my matchup. I do most of my football on that.
I told my wife
the other table, I always have Hockey Blast. I never take Hockey Blast down.
I know.
And then I got the little one, which I rotate baseball on a lot.
Okay, because I mentioned bringing down another one of those tables, and my wife looked.
Yeah, keep it for a matchup.
You guys chat. I'm going to grab another drink. You guys chat for a second.
Yeah.
Entertain the crowd.
Well, you have good space.
Are you entertained?
Yeah. So I usually put matchup and most of my football games on that one. The matchup fits perfectly on that.
Right. I'm looking at Phil. Let's see. Under some of the chat. So Adirondack, Gus is running a league with APBA and baseball for Windows. Very cool. And we got score sheets. APBA. I don't know how to bring them up. Dave has to do that, but APBA football score sheets with automatic indexes for receivers, sacks, and that's nice. Phil. We love Phil. I adopted him. You can't fit a card table, Phil, in there? Joe's been to your apartment. I don't know.
It's got a nice little setup, Phil.
But a little card table,
Yeah, he does. Nice little setup with the card table.
All right, Ray. I am not mooning the camera, first of all. Okay? This is a G-rated show.
Ray, I'll make you a deal, Ray. If I moon him, will you show up Tuesday night for the Hockey Blast Express get together?
Oh man, a Tuesday night.
Yeah, I'm hosting a Hockey Blast Express. A couple of guys who are big play guys, Hockey Blast. They joined the club and they asked me to. I said, okay, For hockey season, absolutely.
Yeah, the little card tables though for Phil would be great. Ty board game says I love matchup football. My fast action cards just did you get all 3 decks, Ty? Please tell me you got all 3 decks because the game is you
Peyton
played the
Eli, that's
same
one of the
game.
first games I did.
And yeah, Joe played the same game.
And
Good
then I
luck
made
with
him
that
play
one.
Arch.
Yes. Dad taught them both a
Dad
lesson, right?
taught both of the boys. He schooled them both.
Yeah, if you have the space, it's awesome when you can set up. I have a table here but I just have some games laid on it, and it'll just, my wife will be like, "What's going on down there? Trying to ball the table." So
Yeah.
I just have my one here, and she doesn't come down much. But I have my APBA football here, so I can get right at it. I get my payoff pitch 76 season. I got my season ticket baseball because I still have another series to play in my double elimination. I got my quick decks hockey, and all my mats.
Yeah.
So I have
See,
that
this
on the
little
table over here.
table here is where is it? Can you see that?
Oh yeah, matchup basketball.
Coming
Get
soon.
through
Right?
it. Well, I don't know how soon, but we're getting there.
What's in the
that's
works?
here. Yeah. Oh, it's in the works. Guys are testing harder. I wish I could have gave them a little more time this past 3 weeks, but my bad.
Duff's playing the express version of XHL.
I'm not going to say I'm going to get XHL on the table again, or Joe's going to reach through the screen and choke me. But I want to.
Oh, the front. I kind of wish Brian's going to play in the front porch. I wish I had like a 3-season room or something like that here, because I could go out back and play on my porch, but it's all out in the open, and any wind's going to take stuff everywhere.
I do that in Florida when I go down to Florida. Sometimes I sit out on the lanai.
Would like a little screened-in porch so that the wind wouldn't blow things around, and I could sit there and just not have to worry about birds flying around me and so.
No, I'm open too. I'm open my yard and my front deck. I wouldn't mind having a closed-in room. What do they call those? Like Florida room?
Like a lanai, like I said.
Temperature controlled.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But I could think of a few more things my wife wants to get done. So okay, the 2 decks is great. Third one you might want after playing a while because it adds a little more offense and a little more excitement. But the 2 decks are fine.
Okay, David says that the 4th Street football is a very large footprint. I think I remember seeing that. Fortunately, I can leave it set up at his PC. So yeah, I think I remember something about that as well. And he says the humidity in Florida does mess up your paper. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
And just Ty mentioned above Joe's.
It's not that you're leaving it out there. You're just playing maybe for an hour or so.
Yeah.
You got to worry about me wilting out there. No, it's going to be pros too, Ty. It's going to be pros too. As a matter of fact, what he gave us originally, we don't even have college teams to test yet. You're going to like it. It's a good game. Definitely a fun game. If you like matchup football, you'll like the basketball.
Yeah, I saw some of that in Colorado. It looked pretty good. I'm sure the Coyotes enjoy watching me play. Yeah, I went out and I actually cut the grass the other day and chopped up some of the leaves, and I looked at this. I got some holes under my fence out by the woods, and I'm like, man, I had to go put some rocks over there because, I know we had the rabbits going in and out, but I says, boy, that coyote might be able to dig through that one and get in my backyard, and I don't want him back there.
Could they get under that?
They could, yeah.
Big enough? Yeah.
Yeah, they could absolutely get into the yard if they wanted to dig a little bit. And they squeeze through so many small holes, especially the baby ones out there. Yeah.
Well,
they've never tried. They never tried. So
if you ever passed the law, call me. I'd love to come out there and have
well,
some
now what happens now is because it gets dark at 7:00 at night, because it's getting to be, that time of year. And so I'll be sitting there with the wife, we'll have dinner, we'll watch TV, and I'll look up. It's like, oh, time to go put the camera out. It's like, damn it, it's dark enough. I might run right into the damn thing. Because I put the camera out there at 7:30 the other night, and 7:45 I picked him up. I just missed it by 15 minutes. And it's like, I don't want to run into him out there. I don't know what he's going to do.
Wow, look what David said. He saw a bobcat. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to shake hands with one, but they're beautiful. Good thing you're on your bike.
Maybe. We had a bobcat here probably 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. And I remember because there was something out in the woods, and I took my binoculars, and I remember looking at it, and this is before we put up the fence, so I think it was probably 20 years ago now. And I was like, what the heck is that? And he turned around. He had the face of a cat. And I was just like, boy, that's a weird looking cat. I thought it was a dog, actually. It was bigger. And it was really, really weird. I said, boy, no, that had the face of a cat. I didn't think nothing of it till I come home from work one night. And I parked in front of the house. And this thing come right out of the woods, right where the coyote would be. And he looked at me, and he got down, and he crawled across the street. And I got a good look at him. You know, when I went in online, I looked up bobcat. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, you could see by their paws.
Yep, and no tail. There's no tail. But he crawled across the street to try to get away from me. I was like, oh, man.
They'll avoid you, but don't corner them.
Yeah, that was a bobcat for sure. Because I saw him in the woods, and then I saw him cross the street. And that's the only time I saw a bobcat around here.
They are beautiful.
I actually called the cops. I just said, just let you know. I said, I just saw a bobcat. Oh, yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah. Thought I'd let you know, just so people know, because that was before the coyotes. We didn't have coyotes at that point. I said, just let you know that, bobcats running around a residential neighborhood. Thought you might want to know, but that's okay if you want to make a joke of it. Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, back to hockey.
Uh-oh. Shots fired here. The Reds won today, win tomorrow, and the Mets can only weep. Oh, boy. He's looking to stir up some problems in here.
He's right, but he's right. I'm a Mets fan, and we shouldn't be in this position. Yeah. So I can't get mad at him.
Yeah. And Justin says you didn't have the Coyotes till they moved in from Winnipeg. I know.
Justin's Canadian. Justin, you're Canadian also? Every time I see a Canadian, I keep thinking of what they're doing to their football game, man. Not them.
Oh, did you? Yeah, we were talking about that on the show.
It's so disappointing.
It's as crazy as it sounds.
Oh, okay. So you don't count, Justin.
Yeah, Justin's from Pittsburgh. Okay, so we don't have to feel bad for your football game.
No. And you know what? I see American guys, like there was over on Delphi, and I see somebody commenting, trying to your game's not. That was their game.
That's their game.
Don't tell me it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
You took away the 55-yard line.
It's all about the money. I don't care what anybody says.
Do you think they're trying to become like American football so there can be some kind of a crossover?
Yep.
Yeah.
NFL's been trying to get into Europe for how many years? And now let's invade the North.
Yeah. All right, so here's a weird question for you. I'm trying to see how I can word this. For me, the Canadian Football League was very different. All the rules were different, okay? And much like we played different games for different reasons, I haven't played much CFL, but I have played some of it. I enjoyed it because of all the weird rules. I call them weird because the reason I played anything CFL, whether it was quick play or whether it was the cold snap, was to play a very different football game.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they've made these changes where it's really close to American football now, it doesn't. I really am not excited to go play the CFL right now.
Well, think of all the seasons, and you will.
And I understand if I went back in time, I would be playing, the CFL as it was. But let's just say in hockey, they say, okay, every goal's worth 2 goals right now, or something crazy like that.
Overtime. We're gonna. They did with overtime.
Yeah, or whatever. We're gonna change the length of the rink to make it smaller for more scoring. Or we're gonna play 4-on-4. Whatever. They drastically changed hockey, and going forward, that's how it's going to be. That would sour me on. Even though I could go back and play hockey on my table and nothing would change in my past. The idea that it's kind of dead to me.
I just don't like it.
It's a dead end. It's like, okay, yeah, I can go back and play Bobby or whatever, but
Dave, on your point, baseball, Major League Baseball.
That's why I haven't watched
don't enjoy
baseball
playing
in years.
the modern seasons anymore because of the drastic changes that they've made.
Yeah. Guys talk about so and so doing this and this team's doing that. I wouldn't have a clue. I don't even care anymore. They change baseball.
I follow my Mets, but on the table, very, very, very rare I play anything modern. I can't stand that they made drastic changes. So I get what you're saying with the CFL.
It just sours you to a point where, I know when I play a game and the sport's still going on, I don't know, it just feels, I don't know. There's been a couple of actually game companies that have gone out of business or at least almost shut down. And it's like, I know I can play their game and it doesn't change the fact that I own their game, but it's like, it just kind of
It lost its luster.
Yeah, because
it feels like they quit on you.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're going out with somebody. Like, oh, by the way, I'm moving to Europe. It's like how are you going to enjoy the last couple of weeks with this person, knowing that that's it, they're gone, and there's no future with them.
No,
and
so you just look for another one.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like
I know what you're saying.
It just kind of sours me on playing CFL. I don't know why. It's just maybe it's a mental block, but it just does. Gus asked me if I ever get any foxes on the camera. No, we've had foxes around here. I saw one walking my dog one time. It was out in the middle of the day.
There's a hockey show, Adam Fox.
Yeah, but no, I haven't got any on the camera. I've gotten.
They don't bother you.
I got obviously the coyotes. I got 4 coyotes. Now there's just one living out there. I got the bucks, the big bucks, the 7-point bucks. I got
that one was
nuts. That was nuts. They walked right in front of my house. I got an opossum. We saw a skunk the other night, and rabbits and squirrels. So we have quite the thing over here. But I haven't seen a fox on the camera yet.
So Justin mentioned Cole's. Okay. Oh, me too, Ryan. That's what we're saying. It's just depressing.
So Justin, go ahead, Ben.
Many great seasons. I don't know. Cole Snob has many great seasons as compared to Grant's game. 49 football has an insane amount of seasons. Maybe you could enlighten me there, Justin. I don't know.
David saw a fox driving a Corvette today. Don't ask me why. My new thing. Okay, I'm going to go off on a tangent. Okay, just for a second.
Yeah.
I tend to just live on YouTube all day long. I like learning about things. I like being entertained by things, and I find all kinds of crazy things. And one of the things I've been watching a lot of is crazy car prices and car payments. Oof. And just, the ridiculous price of cars nowadays. And I don't know why. And people go into dealerships and they show the stickers on these cars, and it's like $100,000 for a Jeep and stuff like that. It's like, oh my gosh. But it's all these just people talking about cars and showing them off and pricing them. And there's some car dealers that what they do is now they film themselves talking on the phone with somebody. And they're like, oh, so you calling up, you want that Dodge Hellcat or that Dodge Demon? Yeah, okay. It's listing for for $120,000 right now. And he's like, oh, I want to trade in my my BMW. Well, what do you owe on it? Oh, I owe $90,000 on this BMW. And so he goes, well, give me the make and the model and the mileage. He goes, dude, I could give you 40 for that BMW. He goes, you're $50,000 upside down. Yeah, all right, just roll it into the loan. He goes, I can't roll $50,000 of negative equity into a new loan so you can get a Dodge Hellcat or a Dodge Demon. And there was one guy that had a Dodge Demon, and these, like I said, they're like a $120,000, $130,000 car. And the guy says, well, I need to know what your credit score is and what you do for work so I can put in the numbers. He's like, yeah, I make about, $3,000 a month. He's like, okay, because what do you do? He goes, I do DoorDash.
$3,000 a month.
And he goes, you do DoorDash?
He
goes, you do DoorDash? He goes, yeah. He goes, how much miles on the car you're trading in, the Hellcat? He's like, oh, I got like 100,000 on it. It's 3 years old. He's using a Dodge Demon or a Dodge Hellcat to do DoorDash. I'm like, come on. He goes, and the guy even said, he goes, in good conscience, I couldn't do that to you. He goes, maybe just pick up a Honda and something that uses less gas to get the DoorDash done.
Exactly.
He's like, oh, I ain't going from a Hellcat to a Honda. It's like, dude, you have $50,000 upside down on your loan and you used it to do DoorDash. It's 100 grand miles on the car. Oh my gosh. But they're all young kids. And then one kid's like, I need to get that Mercedes. He goes, dude, that's a, what, $80,000 and $90,000 car. And, he goes, and your credit's not that good. And, you're trading in this and I can only give you so much. He's like, yeah, but my cousin got this. So I need to get one better than him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So he's trying to upstage his cousin. And there's a kid, it's like, and then one guy says, he goes, I can put you in that Mercedes. He says, it's going to be like $1,200 a month for a payment. And the interest rate is 29%. So for that $80,000 car, he's probably going to pay like $180,000.
Yeah, it's kids today.
And it's just like all over a car. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, and it's just like you want to look cool and get. So I've been really kind of going down like the car rabbit hole, and and so getting back to the Corvette is kind of, well, as I circle back, I've been watching videos on the Corvettes, and people are talking about the new ones versus last year's, and I guess the new version of the Corvette, they catch on fire.
Really?
Because what happens is, and they were talking about, and they had all these videos, these Corvettes catching on fire. So what happens on a Corvette is when you pump it in the gas and you take it out, it doesn't have the automatic stop.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
So when you're pumping, you know how you put in the gas and stunk.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. At least the ones they were talking about, whatever, I don't know if it's a year or a model, but so it doesn't have it. So the gas
It's flowing over.
starts coming out until you shut it off. And what the gas does is it comes out of the, it goes down this little groove. And on the side of the Corvette where the doors are, it sticks out. It's a vent.
Oh, wow.
And the vent sucks the air in and then goes out the back. So what happens is the gas drips down, goes into the vent, and the vent is sucking in the gas into the hot engine, and it just catches fire.
So it looks like the Batmobile.
Pretty much. But it's the vent on the back's like out by the back window. It was nuts. It's like, how is it catching fire? Because the gas comes out, it rolls down, goes sucked into the vent, and it just ignites.
My nephew bought a 2024. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, they are.
He's like, you want to take it for a ride? I said, first of all, if I get in that thing, who's getting me out? You see?
Yo, that was the other thing they said. They said trying to get in and out of the Corvettes.
What are you kidding me? That's why I drive SUVs. Get out of here.
I know.
And I've been looking now because my lease will be up. I forget. I think it's April or something. So I get bored after a year, but I always lease. I'm looking now, and I know the prices have gone up, but I don't know. Just trying to think where to go.
You just got to be smart. I mean, I have a car that's too big for me, but I love it. It's nice and big. I got a Ford Explorer. I bought a used one.
They're nice. I mean, when my last
they fit all my gear. I packed it going to Connecticut. I mean, I just really like it. It's so comfortable. And I drive it up to New Hampshire, 40, 50 times a year for work. So it's all comfortable for me. Like, but math is hard. Life is harder, even harder if you're stupid.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, my last lease was, I had the Infinity Q60.
Yeah.
That's one. And I never tested it or nothing. I used a broker. They brought it out to me. Best car I ever had. But I'm not stupid either. Then when I wanted to renew another one, they wanted like $260 more a month. Could I have done it? Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Why am I giving that money away?
Yeah.
I could do a lot of things with $260 a month.
Yeah.
But now I got into this Mazda CX-90. If I was still in Brooklyn, I don't want to say it on video. I hate the car. Let's put it that way.
No, that's too bad. I know when I went out with Mike last year to Canton, we got a Ford Explorer, and I was like, "Holy cow, Mike! This is the most comfortable car I've ever ridden in." And so when I get back, and I was like, something, I might. When my car started failing, I was in the shop every other week. I finally said, something, I think I'm going to get the Explorer.
They're nice.
And we found a 2021, so it's 4 or 5 years old now, but it only had 30,000 miles on it. It's like it was half the price of a new one. So I was like, okay, I'll take it, and I enjoy it very much. Ty, the final score in matchup football, we have 97 Tennessee falling to 2003 Ole Miss.
The brothers.
The brothers went at it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll play Arch.
That's an upset.
Yeah, like David said, the best car to own is the one that's paid for. Yep.
I've been leasing for 30 years. I don't care.
Yeah, me too.
I just don't care. Because
we lease for a while.
I get bored.
Yeah. Yep, I can see that.
And it's not, listen, my mileage right now? And I think, like I said, it's up in May. I have 12 and change on it. They love getting my cars back.
Oh,
I don't do it because when we go out with my girls, Carmelina's in the wheelchair, so we use the van.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I lift it up, put a wheelchair in the back. She sits in the back. So we use the van wherever we go. She's gotten in my car. She likes it. She'll go zoom, zoom. I put her in the front seat, but
you probably put more mileage when we went to Canton than you did all year.
100%. So
yeah.
But the next one's not going to be a Mazda.
Charlie comes by from the Philippines.
Oh, 3 weeks down.
His internet's been down for 3 weeks.
Sorry, Charlie.
Oh boy. And here in Baguio, Baguio, we travel in jeepneys. I'm not sure what a jeepney is, but
it's like a jitney.
Nothing is paid off. Paid off cars need repairs. Yeah, that's
True.
well. That's why I get rid of my last car, because it was paid off, and everything was under warranty, but it was just in the shop so damn much. I just, man, I need to get something that's reliable. This thing is just always breaking down. So,
always under warranty when I lease, Dave. Always.
Yep. That's the way to go. So that way, you don't have any repair bills.
Your car, you got to fix. That's what I tell them. You got to repair your car. It's your car. I'm leasing.
Yeah.
And the van, once it hits a certain amount of miles, usually between 80, 90, we get one that gets bought outright all the time. So there's no payment on it.
Yeah.
When it starts to go, and we never really had trouble because we get the Honda. The Odyssey's been good.
Yeah.
It's good. So we just went from hockey to cars. Okay.
That's what's good about a late night chat. We'll talk about Zambonis.
That's what's good about a late night chat. Anything goes.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah, mostly anything goes.
We lease a Zamboni?
Wow, take it down the street. I can clean out a lot of people down the street. Let's not go there. My neighborhood is,
I'm ready to go roll a hockey game now.
Yeah, I know, huh? With all this hockey talk. So what is going to be on your and even in the chat room, if you listen in the chat room, now we'll talk about what we're playing here, I guess. So I'll ask Vinny and Joe what they plan on playing over the next few days or so. In chat room, what's on your table? Some guys have been posting what they're playing. So if you're going to play something different too, that's what I want to know too. Are you playing the same old, or you might be trying something different? Start, Joe. What about you?
So, actually, when you stepped away before, I was telling Vinny and everybody in the chat, my Staten Island Cards and Dice Club, I got 2 new members.
Nice.
One of the gentlemen was from Canton. We didn't realize that we live an hour from each other when we were in Canton. So they're both big hockey blast guys.
Okay.
So they said, hey, would you like, I'd like to get together. So Tuesday night, 4 of us are getting together. We're going to do the club Hockey Blast Express tournaments.
Nice.
Games.
Nice.
So that's what's, something different that I'm doing.
And what are you doing solo?
Solo, I'm still doing the shootout hockey. I'm doing the 67-68, replaying the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the Eastern quarterfinals, finishing that up. The winner of that will play Boston. And then I just also put my XHL back on the table.
Nice.
Because I have a season I'm playing, nice. Taking my time with it, and I get that out there. So I just sat that up, and probably tomorrow I'll sit on that hockey-wise. Cool. And then I have APBA football on my other table. Nice. I'm doing the 84 Dolphins against the 73 Dolphins.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Is it not? Shootout hockey is like a Lay's potato chip. You can't just play just one. They play so quick. Good. They're so fun, and sometimes
it's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
boom, boom.
But the you just feel the game, the ebbs and flows of the game. Like if you're constantly getting scoring chances for one team and not the other, it's like, man, you just feel the table being lopsided. And sometimes the goalies will make these great saves or whatever, or save on a rebound, and you feel the goalie, like at some point this goalie's just going to buckle under the pressure of this team. But I've had so much fun with Shootout, and you play one and you just want to play another one right after.
True.
And what I really like about Shootout too is not all the seasons, but some of the seasons they have different ratings for the offense and then the goalie. So you roll the dice,
right?
And depending whether they're home and away, they have different ratings for home and away, and those ratings could go up or down by 1. It could be a B or it could be a C. And the goalie could be a D or it could be an E or whatever. And you roll. It's much like the 49 highlight hockey, where you roll to see how good the goalie's going to be that day. And so you do that same thing with Shootout. And sometimes you get a bad team playing a good team, and the only way they have a chance is if you roll all good for the offense and the goalie on the bad team, and then roll bad on the good team. That just brings that gap just close enough that they can keep it close, maybe.
Or how about when you roll the rare play on the goalie cold, and you got to change his whole rating? It could change the whole game.
Or vice versa. Oh, you're talking about the shootout. No, I'm thinking about the highlights. No. when you pull back.
You'll get a rare play, goalie cold. All of a sudden, he's the worst he could be, and then you have to change your whole shooting range.
Okay.
I had Dryden, who was a 9, get that in highlight hockey, and he went up to a 10.
I remember that.
Wow.
And it was just like, how are you going to beat him? You couldn't beat him with that. And I think Grant said 10's the highest a goalie can go.
I would think.
I think you said that.
I think you did say that.
That you can't be higher than a 10.
10 with the goalie and an 18 on a shot.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So Dryden was at a 10 one time. Like, man, even if I get in range, I got to roll an 11 or 12 to beat him. It's like, wow. Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty crazy. Vin, what about you?
Well, I want to finish the Solitaire Pro football game I got going. It was a great game. I just haven't had the time to sit. But I'm playing the 85 Bears, you guys know, and the 84 Dolphins. The Bears are up 14-0. I'm like, oh, boy, this one's going to be – they're just going to maul them. And Marino just closed the half at 14-13. So I want to see how the second half – it won't take long. It's Solitaire Pro football. Get that off the table, and then it's going to be some highlights hockey. I want to get that on the table. And, I love college football. I got to finish part of a tournament I've been doing for a while with teams from the 50s and back. And with the matchup college, what other football game would I play for college football? And that's going to be fun. But, it's hockey season, so it's going to be tough.
Hockey.
Yeah, I'm going to – listen. I'm going to order it as soon as we get off.
Don't charge your credit card 18 times, please.
Oh my gosh, I got into an argument with them, and we won't even get into that story. But yeah,
what season do you think you might get?
Man, it's a tough choice with all of them.
Start out with an original 6.
Yeah,
I might order an original 6. They're only like $25 too.
Yeah, knowing me, I first seasons I jumped to the 70s, and so
okay.
I don't want to get to 76, 77 because it's almost a no-brainer who's going to win it. They were that
you're not kidding.
And that's my team. They were that dominant. But if you go back a couple of years, there's like 6 to 8 teams that could, compete and play.
I was thinking of 69, 70.
Yeah, I'm more like 73, 74.
Yeah, see, Buffalo beat them, right? No, Boston went that year. 74, 75. That's when Buffalo beat Montreal to go to the finals, yeah.
Yeah, and then it was the Fog game, right? When they played the Flyers. Remember that?
Was that that was like game 4 of the Cup finals, right?
Yeah. And it was a fog, and they had the players skating around to try and lift.
Yeah, it was so hot out, yeah.
So, that's probably where I'm going. It's always quiet on Sunday. My girls go off to service, and then I go and do some gaming, quiet gaming. I was going to watch the Ryder Cup, and now I'd rather just pull a tooth out. So disgusted.
I haven't followed any of it.
And I love the Ryder Cup guys that plays there. I love them, but
it's too bad.
Oof,
I'm not sure what I'm going to be playing over here myself. I know I was having a bad day the other day. I somehow screwed up my health insurance. I still don't know how I did it, but I did. And now I'm trying to deal with the state of Massachusetts to get it back and going. And I was pretty bummed out about that as far as some other things. And Vin's like, play something good. He goes, go play some APBA football or something. So I come downstairs and I ended up playing Hockey Bones, actually. I pulled out the very first season I bought from Drive-Thru Cards was 72-73, which I don't have an APBA, by the way. It's one of my few 70 seasons I don't have. So that's one I need to add at some point. So I pulled out 72-73. And I think I played, was that the Atlanta-Boston game that the Atlanta Flames actually beat the Bruins? I think it was.
That was incredible.
Yeah, Dan Bouchard stopped everything.
On his head.
You know who was in net for Boston? Jacques Plante.
Yeah.
Yep. So I played Atlanta, Boston. Jacques Plante was in the net, and Atlanta beat him. Phil Esposito scored early for the Boston Bruins and make it 1-0, and Atlanta went on. I think they won 3-1 or something like that. Boston never scored again. Completely outshot him. Just couldn't beat Bouchard. Even in range chances, Bouchard stopped. I think 9 out of 10 or something like that. 8 out of 9.
And they got outshot like.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, but I had a fun time with it. I had a fun time pulling out some hockey bones, and then I just kept it on the table, and then that's when I pulled out and I played that 81-82 game for the co-op thing. But
and it helps distract you.
Yeah, it does. I'm trying to think if I have.
Spoke about months ago.
I thought I had the score sheet here.
Therapeutic gaming.
Yeah, I do. I actually have the score sheet right here in the trash. Actually, it was a 4-2 game. Yep. Esposito scored 8 minutes in. Some guy named Stewart tied it for Atlanta on the power play, and then we went into the third period, and Atlanta got 3 goals. Leader, and then 2 by Deadmarsh. One of those guys is like a fourth line guy too. I think Deadmarsh is a fourth line guy. He got 2 goals back to back, 15 seconds apart, and he just lit up Plant. Plant saw 23 shots. He gave up 4 goals. So it was, and the shots were 44-23. Not terrible, but
okay, he's narrowed up because in the beginning they were getting.
Yeah, there was 17-4 in the first period. The Bruins were out shooting them, and Atlanta came back, chipped away, and ended up winning the damn game. Lots of penalties in that one too. Did have one fight. Actually, Esposito got in a fight with this guy Leader, if you can believe it.
Not Bob Leiter.
Bob Leiter? Okay.
Bob Leiter, yeah.
Yeah, he played for Atlanta.
He was a pretty good player.
So I don't know what's going to get on my table. I don't know if I'll have time for the APBA football, although I don't have another game up in New Hampshire for probably a couple of weeks now. So I got a weekend off next weekend to do some stuff. I do have a new season starting in my local league that I got to run, so that'll keep me busy this week, starting a new season. But I'll get some highlight hockey back on the table. That's another one of those games. It's just like as soon as you play one, you just want to play another and another and another. It's just
I'm going to order, but I noticed 2 different game. Or it looks like 2 different. They list 2 games for $30, same price. I don't know why.
What game are you talking about?
But we'll talk afterwards.
Yeah, we'll walk you through it. I'll take a look to make sure you get the right stuff. We'll get the Backstreet Boys, the right stuff. Is it Backstreet Boys? Is that New Kids? Or I don't know who that is. Stray Cats? I don't know who that is. Let's see. So we'll go back to the chat here and see what they're playing. Let me see. Ryan says he wants to talk some Bitcoin.
Oh, no.
I don't even know what that is, actually.
Yeah,
although I do get messages on my phone that talks about Bitcoin code. So
I know there was a dish on the menu, steak bits, but I didn't see anything else.
Let me see. Raymond says he's learning to play Hockey Blast for the upcoming league.
That's Ryan's league, right?
Yeah.
David's, I'm playing the entire 76 NFL season with 4th Street.
Wow.
Vikings and Lions right now. Wow. And now that's the one that's got the big footprint, right? The 4th Street's got the big footprint. So
I do not know. I just hear it's very detailed.
Yep. Mr. Gus is playing 49 football. He's playing some CFL versus NFL. Wow, that's interesting.
Awesome.
That's an interesting way to do it. Pretty soon they'll be the same, right? A couple more years, it'll be exactly the same. I kind of wonder if they're making that American football so they can come here and play some Canadian football, maybe like exhibition games or something like that, because to put the goalpost back, shrink the end zones a little bit. Boy, they really, really took away some things with that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they went to 4 downs at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if they went all American football. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Maybe they just create NFL North and they absorb those teams.
That is so not fair to Canadians.
What did we say? There was 9 teams? There's not many Canadian football teams. So
it really never has been. And since only when they had the American import teams. But so what? It's a great product. I don't know if it's the weather getting people out to the stadiums when those winters kick in.
Yeah.
I can't see too many people trekking to a stadium in Winnipeg in the peak of the winter.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike Owens lives up there, and he's told me some numbers that are just like, what?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know you get used to it to a degree, but yeah, I mean, even down here when the weather's bad for the Patriots games, it's like, man.
Who's trekking to Foxborough? You got to be in the heavy drunk.
Yeah, sometimes they shut down the roads. It's like, how do you expect the game is on, but they shut down the roads. It's like, so you're not supposed to drive to the game, but you're going to have the game. It's like people spent all this money on tickets. Of course, they're going to get there. Let's see. Phil says he played 6 strat baseball games today.
Yeah, he's in a face-to-face league. They play, I think, once a month.
Nice.
This team sucks, though.
Gus likes the Joe Card post because he puts photos with the results. Yep. I like when people do
Gus.
that. I don't always do that. Sometimes I'll put up the score sheet or a picture of my table that I'm playing. But yeah, it is kind of fun to see the players that are in the game. It just kind of sets the mood for you. I like that myself. APBA Chatter says, I have the 1998 Bucks and Vikings APBA football set up and ready to roll. But distracted by end of the season playoff seeding Reds. He's a big Reds fan. Almost done with the APBA football inventory challenge. Yeah, I'm interested to see what that's going to be about. I want to see that video. Maybe you'll have to do that video again with some sound. Ryan says he can't stop playing APBA hockey. He goes, my old videos have been great. Oh, I appreciate that. I've done a lot of APBA hockey videos. I've done several slow play videos for APBA hockey to try to help some people out. I think I did one for Hockey Bones one time too. I did a couple for Hockey Bones. I'm probably due to do them again. I just need to play them a little bit more so I get good at them, and then I know that I'm playing it right. But I have my Dave way of doing it. That's the other thing. I mostly play APBA hockey out of the box, but there's a couple things I changed just to make it easier for me. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. It doesn't change the game, but I got a way. I got a way that you can get assists way easier than how they do it in the box. And the penalties the same way. I use Mike Berger's penalty chart, and it just makes it so much faster to find penalties. But again, I really think that if I was going to do a replay, and I've already started this, I started the 91-92 Bruins, and I used Hockey Bones. And I think that if I were to do a long play project, again, with Action PC Hockey, if it comes out to do that, it would be Hockey Bones. Because everyone's carded, and I love the penalties. I do. I love how the penalties work in Hockey Bones. That being said, I would not be opposed to doing an APBA playoff series or something like that. But with APBA, you don't get everybody. You get most people, but you don't get everyone. But it's still one of my favorite games, despite all that. I just do different things with it. I work around some of the things. But Bones will get you the penalties and the shots, and it'll do it all right. And APBA, it's just kind of weird how they do the penalties and the assists.
Yeah. I mean, it's important with hockey games to have the penalties right, because penalties are a huge part of the game. And if you go back into the early 70s to see, the old Flyers getting, Schultz getting 400 and some odd penalties.
Yeah.
It's important to the game, though, but that was a huge part of that season. Yeah. They intimidated teams. And, so what took me so long for, I guess getting APBA hockey.
Maybe,
yeah. I think you put that out when we were talking APBA hockey. Yeah.
Okay.
Captain Carl says he's been playing APBA football with the 2024 season. It's part of a project of replaying the seasons when a runner rushed for 2,000 yards.
I love that stuff too, Captain Carl. I do. I love playing with those running backs that had 2,000 yards. It's really cool. It's fun.
It's fun. I've been playing a little bit more modern seasons just to see the difference in.
Oh, there's a difference.
Because, I play mostly 70s, 80s, as you know, with everything.
Like me.
And, I did buy a newer season of Bank Shot Basketball so I could take a look at all the 3-pointers that happened. So I did do that. Every now and then I did buy, what did I buy for hockey? 2017, was that it? No, 2010 or 2017. I think I bought. So I bought a fairly new season of hockey.
17, 18?
I think it was 17, 18 that I got. Yeah, I'll have to look over.
Wasn't that when Tampa Bay had that?
I think that was the Vegas.
I think they had the crazy season.
That was Vegas.
Yes. Swept by Carolina.
17, 18. So that's that's considered modern. Anything over 2000 is considered modern for me. But 2017, 18 hockey I got. So I could play the Vegas. And I think that was that the Ovechkin Cup 2017, 18?
You'd have to look that up. I'm not sure when he won it. I don't like to even remember it.
But I did play I did buy a somewhat modern season. Yeah, that's wow. Imagine that. That was 8 years ago. 2017, 18 Washington.
18-19 was the Tampa Bay year.
Okay.
That's when they lost only 16 games.
I love that team, and I was sick when they got swept, especially by
St. Louis, I think, right? No.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't believe it's been 8 years since Ovechkin won the cup.
Wow.
But yeah, so I have that season, and that's my newest season. But I every now and then like to buy them just to see how it plays different. Even the football. I have my 70s football, but I mean the passing and the kicking is so much better today. So when I play those teams there, it's kind of fun.
You want to have fun. You play with a team with Josh Allen the last few years.
Oh yeah, I'm tempted.
So much fun.
Charlie is playing the full Mariners 2024 season with APBA baseball.
Wow.
Yeah, he also mentioned getting Grant's game in 2026, the highlights game.
Yeah.
And I would go for it. It's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
So, baseball, just can't get into it.
And Phil says he's been bummed the past 2 weeks.
I know, buddy.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully some gaming will help. That's what I try to do. And Charlie's going to buy Grant's hockey game in 2026. Fantastic. Yeah, just get the PDF and print them out. That's all you need, just a PDF for that. And you'll get the game. Make sure you get the game, the teams in the Excel format so you can edit them. And then
you wouldn't suggest buying the printed game and then PDF seasons?
Well, he's way out there though, right? Shit. So to get that to him could be a problem. So if you could get does he sell a PDF version of the game?
No, because I have
email him.
I have a guy up in Canada also who's dying to get it, and I think he reached out to him, and I think Grant's a little apprehensive about putting it into PDF.
Yeah,
and it's probably hard with all those cards.
Yeah,
the decks.
Charlie, email Grant.
That's what I told my friend. I says email him. I told him the same thing.
Whatever Grant does, we use between you and him. So you just don't put it out there either. If he does it, that's with any game design or a company. They do something for you.
Just keep it.
But Chad is playing this game called PT. He's starting up a series this Wednesday.
Physical therapy.
PT sucks.
I hope it goes well for you.
Yeah.
David said he's through 9 weeks out of 14 in the 1972 Fast Drive football season.
Yeah, David blows through those seasons, man.
He sure does.
Season after season.
Dolphins are 9-0.
Wow.
And Gus says the CFL seasons ends in November. Yeah. Currently, they're a couple weeks from the playoffs. So,
Yep.
And Dufferman says the Vikings-Bucks game was outstanding. So he's having some fun with that. Ty says, thanks for the chat. I'm going to get Stone Cold out and play his fictional league he made. Yeah, there's actually fictional teams with the Stone Cold. They're kind of fun. What was neat, what he did, he had a little booklet that came with the fictional teams. And it talked about the franchises. It was kind of neat. It's just like this team's on like the Dayton Bombers or whatever they were. It's like this team's on shaky ground, and don't be surprised if their team folds or moves next season. And this team is pretty solid with good owners, so they'll be around for a while. It was kind of neat. It was a little narrative. It was a narrative. It was
kind of like Keith does that with some of his fictional.
Yeah,
little backgrounds on
Bob
the sheets
Hansen
they come with.
Is the fictional guy
yeah,
Who? Bob Hansen.
Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, James Cass did a podcast with Bob and on his podcast, and he explained it's all he does. It's fictional. Yeah,
nice.
Those who are into it, it's great, but not my thing.
Mark goes into that too.
Yes.
Marco's big time.
And soccer. Dave's getting into soccer.
I almost bought a soccer blast game.
I'm tempted to try the soccer as long as I get the fast action cards.
Yeah.
And, me and Ryan still might do something with that at some point. I'm not sure. John says our Winnipeg Blue Bombers sell out rain, shine, or snow.
I've heard that their fan base is rabid. But, that's great. And then, so those are the type of people. Why are you changing the game on these people?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When they're willing to do that, every game to come out and support that team.
Yeah.
I got to believe those fans don't like these changes.
Yeah. I'm wondering, Grant was talking, someone asked Grant the other day, goes, what are you going to do next year with the CFL if you create teams for that year and the rules are all different? Yeah, he's going to have, because you got a longer field goal now. You don't have the rouges. I mean, it could be really weird how things are done now. Mm-hmm. Are touchdowns going to be easier or harder with a shallower end zone? these are all things that really, really change the game. Now, Barbara says she has Action PC Hockey, the basic 2024, and she has not played any Action PC Hockey games. Worried I won't know what to do.
Nah, Bobby, you're smart, simple.
What the thing with the Action PC games, they're all pretty much the same except the golf. So if you have the basketball, the hockey, the football, the baseball, once you learn one, you learn them all. It's just once you know how to just fire up a game and play it. It's just a lot of clicking around with the mouse.
Yeah, keep one team on computer, control the one you like.
Yep. The hockey, is fairly simple. It's just buttons in the corner to pick what you want to do. Do you want to pass? Do you want to skate out? Do you want to win the face-off back, push forward?
Play balance.
Every now and then you get a chance to shoot or pass. And once you've done it a couple of times, it's fairly straightforward.
It's the best PC hockey game, I think.
And Charlie says, "Oh, good. He's already talked to Grant, and he's already set to send me the game to the Philippines. Fantastic. But he has to delay after buying Strat basketball, APBA football, APBA baseball. I could fly to Georgia for the cost. Yeah.
Sure could.
That's fantastic. Yeah. What is soccer?
Shame on you guys. Good game.
Yeah, I know. Some people say
I
that.
tell you, everybody I know who plays Soccer Blitz, they rave about it.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah. I haven't played in a while, but how many games can you break out?
Yeah, right. It's the thing.
Mike, so I just played 32 out of the puck baseball games. Holy cow.
That's it. The Great Baseball Bash. You got to check it out. Jamie publishes it all the time. Unbelievable project.
Yeah. Waterfield says, Action PC Hockey, the thing I didn't know was the amount of asterisks next to a player determines the success chances of going to that player. I didn't know that either. Ron showed me that.
That's just basketball.
No, that's hockey too. Because if you it'll say where they are. They're on the inside. They're on the outside. And then it has stars next to them. The more stars, the better chance you getting them the puck.
I've been testing that game for years. I never noticed that.
Yeah, that's how I pass the puck. Is you click on the guy.
Oh yeah. What am I saying?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So that little box. So you have like shoot, computer. It has all the big buttons, but then in the little box with the guys' names, it'll have the five guys on the ice, or the one guy has the puck, and it'll show you like to the defenseman on the outside, and it'll show you who. Sometimes you have to go to the point because that's the only guy that's open. Right. Now, if you got a 1 star or no star, you could try to get the pass to him, but chances are it's not going to get there. Right. So
unless you have a good passer, you'll have a better chance of it.
Yeah, you find the open man, and then you make the play with that. So.
I got to tell you guys, and again, you know me, I don't knock. Everybody's got to do what makes them happy. That's what the hobby's about. I downloaded the Action PC Hockey. I like it. I play it once in a while, but comes the computer, I just can't get that feel.
You're not going to replace the satisfaction.
And it's not a bad game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it. It's a great game, but it's just
game.
That satisfaction is just not there.
For PC players, it's the best hockey game out there to get. I don't care what anybody's, in my opinion anyway, but I get it. I'm the same way. I told you, if I wasn't in online football leagues, I would stop playing the computer game.
I like it for the convenience. Is sometimes I'll come downstairs and I'll want to play something, but I won't want to set anything up. Mm-hmm. And so I can just double click. The game comes up. I can fire up a game in a minute. If I'm playing the game and it goes sour, I can speed it up to the third period and then jump in there. It's not the same as rolling dice by any means, but sometimes it's fun just to put up your feet and play.
I do that with pocket pennant runs sometimes too. I don't feel like setting up a baseball game, and I'll go into the program and just play a game.
Yep, and it keeps all your stats for you, and you don't have to lift a finger. You can just enjoy playing the game.
Any season, any match, he's got every season.
Yeah, he's got everything. Yeah,
all kinds of franchise discs. He's got even with the greatest team disc that he gets you.
Just something about rolling the dice.
Oh, it is. You feel 100%. More part of it. You do. You feel more part of it. It's. I don't know. I do. I like it better.
And for me, it became more, and I've shared that.
Yes, keeps you sharp.
I have to.
Yeah.
Keeps you sharp.
There's things that I have to deal with, and for me, I'm focused when I'm rolling dice, and the satisfaction and the memory of it all for myself.
Grant's game's a perfect example.
Oof.
Matchup, you really got to be cranial.
Yeah.
Card, matching the guys up, looking at the offense, defense.
The football game,
and it's good.
CFL is great.
You'll see when you get to our age, Dave. You'll understand.
Let's hope not.
I'm not too far behind, let me tell you.
I hope not.
And Barbara says she loves rolling the dice, and it's hard to describe it to someone who doesn't do it.
David.
It's hard to describe it. It really is.
David.
And
good night, Dave.
Yeah, good night, Dave. Thanks for
Thanks
coming
for what
by.
you bring to the hobby too. It's fun stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Mo says he likes the PC games where you can roll your own dice and enter results. I do like that, because sometimes let the computer do all the setup for you, but you still can roll the dice. So that is it's not quite the best of both worlds, but it is kind of neat when you can roll your own dice and
that's
put
what
in
Paul
results.
and Faye doing with the pocket pennant run.
Yeah.
Now you can roll an APBA game. You can actually roll the dice and then do it on the computer.
Right. And that was always the attraction for me for replay baseball and replay basketball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It's like playing the board game right there. It's still clicking, but you are making decisions. But it is, listen, Richard Hanna, nobody transforms a board game to a computer game like Richard Hanna.
Yeah.
Nobody, bar none, 100%. Guy is incredible at what he does. Yeah. When he turned Anthony's soccer game, classic soccer, to the PC version, the knock is it's just not a lot of seasons. He doesn't update them anymore. And there was some things going on behind the scenes too, but that's not for me to reveal.
He did the Stone Cold. He did the Stone Cold Hockey PC, and I actually worked with him a little bit on that, and I drove him nuts. I did, but I feel that driving him nuts and changing a lot of the things that he changed and setting it up the way he set it up, I think it made for a better game, and I'm pretty proud of that. And I'm glad I stuck to my guns in some things, and I said, no, this has to be like this. And he did. He come around. He made it. And now a lot of the statistics screens that you see were from me, were my suggestions. And so
good job.
Yeah, and
it is a good game.
It needed to be made into hockey. Right. And I said, Ron was doing the bug testing, and I was setting up I was like, you need to do this. This has to be this way, and he would say, well, I wanted to, no, Richard, I know you're going to hate me, but I says, this has to happen. The box scores have to be set up like this, because it was just all over the place. And now when you look at it, it's a hockey box score. The stats look like hockey stats, and I'm very, very happy with the way it come out.
Yeah. For last year, no, even longer. I won't name the game, but Richard was trying to convert it to a PC game. He knew nothing about hockey. I was giving him all the information, all the rules, everything, the whole history of the game. He couldn't get this game to work, I guess. It was abandoned. Then I heard he was going to do another one, and I never got contacted. And because I do test for ASG stuff. I don't know what happened, but if Richard does a hockey game, a full play game, you better believe it that it's going to be unbelievable.
The Stone Cold, the job he did on Stone Cold Hockey on the PC, it is 99% the board game.
Yeah, the rumor I heard was, and it's not going to happen, he was going to work with Tim Plum on Hockey Bones.
Oh, that would have been great.
But the two of their egos and attitudes, I'll say it outright, can't work together. Can't work together. And you know why I feel bad for Dave Arlington? Because he busts his butt putting out seasons for Hockey Bones, and he is aces.
Yes, we've had Dave on the show a couple of times. I talk to him quite often on email and Facebook, and I love Dave.
He's a Jersey guy.
I love talking to him. He always chimes in when I play Hockey Bones, and it's a fantastic game. It really is, and Dave's the one making the seasons, and it's I look forward to him, and I'm always like, hey, what's up next? What's up next? And he says this, and I was like, can you do this? He's like, no, I can't do that, but I can do this, and so it's so fun talking to him.
To convert that into PC, that would be a dream come true.
Well, again, if it's one of these things, if you could play it, and then it would simulate the other games for you, and you could play an entire season of Hockey Bones all contained, that'd be fun. But I mean, if you're going to make it like inside the crease where you have to play.
Hanna.
you have to play it like every single game. No. It's like, oh,
that's
man.
why I don't. I'll play one-off games. Oh, look who just showed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like this. Yeah, that would be good, Jamie. But if Richard Hanna does it, you're gonna get AI. You're gonna get a stats package. You're gonna get computer versus computer. There's no game he does that doesn't do that.
Yeah.
He's a flat out phenomenal.
Yeah, the Stone Cold, again, when you play that, you just sim a game.
Yeah.
You know, and then you can play a game, and it's really good. You can roll your own dice and put in the dice results. So, yeah, that PC game is super fun. You can set up your matchups. There's places to put all your logos in. So I got the logos all set up, the team names.
It's a game I fire up once in a while.
Yep, I enjoy playing that. So
I just haven't bought
Stone Cold, Dave. The download, because now they don't sell the print anymore.
Right.
Is it a lot of download? A lot of pages?
Not a memory, you mean?
Just a lot of pages.
No, I think there's
the PDF.
I thought he sells PDF, right?
There's like three or four pages of charts.
That's not bad.
No, it's really not. You got I think you got your offensive chart, your defensive chart, power play chart, and I think a penalty chart.
I never rolled the board game. Never bought it.
Let's see if I have it right here.
But yeah, hockey season's upon us. So now it's hockey.
I have it somewhere here. I mostly play the computer game.
It says it comes in a compressed zip folder, which is huge, 20 megabytes. See, I know that. That's big, right?
20 megabytes is no. It's all PDF. It's not.
But how many seasons is he giving?
No, that's what I'm saying. For the core game PDF edition,
which
it says it comes in 20 megabytes.
Does it tell you what it comes with? Seasons and all of that?
No, I don't think it comes with seasons. That's just the core game.
Where is my?
It's a compressed zip folder, it says huge. You find instructions manual, primary charts, a secondary flip chart for power plays, fights, and a sample fictional league with 8 teams, and a quick reference flip card. So 20 megabytes, I don't know, that's a lot, right?
No.
That's not?
No, it's not.
So then it's probably not a bad download.
20 gigabytes, yeah, but 20 megabytes not. I'm trying to find my...
It says 20 megabytes.
Oh, here's my Stone Cold Hockey. Let's see what I have here. Okay, so I know I had it here somewhere. So you have the defensive charts, the offensive chart, the power play chart, and the fight chart.
And that's the PDF.
Yep. And there's a little flow chart here to help you out. A timing chart. Oh, and you do need the stamina levels too. That's part of the game. And that's about it. Yeah. So there's not a lot to print. Just those.
No, and the seasons are really affordable too.
Yeah, and I wish I could find the other team cards. I have them here somewhere.
I'm not seeing
the team cards are really nice. The team cards are super nice.
I'm not seeing how much it costs. The printed.
It's $20 for the PDF core game. So the PDF core game's $20. It comes with 8 fictional teams and the charts he just said. The instructions.
Now that's bothering me because I have a whole bunch of teams.
$7.
No, they're cheap.
Yeah, the seasons are cheap.
I must have a box somewhere that I'm not finding because I have a whole bunch of teams printed for that.
Yeah, I'm just seeing the digital version.
Yeah,
it's only the digital is the only one right now.
Yeah, he doesn't sell printed anymore.
Gotcha. But then when I click on it, it says sold out.
No, that's the printed.
Yeah, but how do you order the?
On the right side, it'll say digital. You got to press on that one. So if you go to hockey, go to categories, go to Stone Cold Hockey. On the left side, you're going to see, and on the right side, you're going to see digital.
Oh, I'm clicking on the left.
Yeah, the left is the printed, the old printed.
I told you I'm shot. I see. $20.
It's $20, and I think it's an express game, right, Dave?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a lot like Shootout. I have it here
okay.
somewhere. It's a lot like Shootout. I can't find
I like red
the
ice, man.
box.
I like red ice too.
I don't think red ice gets enough.
No, I agree with you. I try to play. So when I do my 81, 82 co-op, I always I'll do 4 games in a segment. Try to do 4. You'd start with 2, and then once you played them, and I always try to do a red ice in there. Always try to throw a red ice as one of the game engines. I'll do Hockey Blast. I might do a Hockey Blast Express.
Jamie talking about downloads in the 90s. That was crazy, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't answer the phone or nothing.
It's true.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
It's true.
no, I gotta start over.
I remember when
I did find
this house built.
I found
made them
one.
Put a second line in for AOL. Put a second telephone line in. Because remember, if you used to go on AOL, you blocked up your phone calls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I did find the one set of cards here for Stone Cold. So they're kind of neat. They look like that.
Okay.
It's a little season introduction. And then you have the team cards. I'll solo
It looks
myself.
similar to Shootout.
It has a nice flow to it.
Yeah.
It really
So
does.
Okay.
So it's got the let's see if I can get that right here. So you got the at the top it's the home control, the away control. You got your attack, defense, and aggression, then your power play and your penalty kill. And then it's a lot like Red Ice, whereas you have your player and it's you see Rick Middleton, he's 0 to 12, he gets the goal. 0 to 9, it's an assist, and it's got a penalty rating and a fight rating. So then you get
a player finder type of thing. Yeah.
That's a player finder. Then at the bottom, you got your goalies. You roll to see who starts, and there's their goalie rating, and that's kind of what the cards look like.
Okay.
So
interesting.
Yeah, if you will.
So I'm surprised ASG doesn't sell his printed his PDF.
No, they were at one time, and I think
they're right
stopped.
from Gary. Okay.
How do I unmaximize myself? Oh boy.
I don't know. You're the man.
Oh boy.
Problem is, I have all these seasons. I'm looking at them. I have them in so many other engines, but 73, 74. I don't know if I have.
Yeah, even for the PC, they're $10 a season.
Yeah, I know. Crazy. But Red Ice, he's pumped. John's been pumping them out.
And he's such a good guy, too.
Great guy, pumps them out.
To support him.
Man, I don't know how to unmaximize myself. I think I'm just tired, I think.
Jamie's right. Yeah, I agree, Jay. I agree.
This
but
might
it's
be
a fun time, Philly. You could rip through playoffs or a season. It is what it is.
This has got to be a glitch here.
What happened here, Dave? What'd you do?
Because I maximize myself, but I don't know how to unmaximize myself.
Good point.
Now I feel like plankton to you.
Yeah. Well, let's try this.
Hey, DD Mike.
There you go, better. Dave.
Yeah.
That's why you went to the other major.
On this scene over here, though, I'm still like ultra huge.
You're a big guy.
No, but he's behind us.
You're a star. You got over 3,000 subscribers.
He's like what was that show with the tool guy looking over the fence?
Oh yeah. Tim Allen.
Yeah, Tim Allen.
Home Improvement.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. I knew you'd figure it out.
I'm still maximized though. Okay, this thing is just this scene is really booked right now.
All right. Well,
so I'm just go back to this other scene because that scene is all messed up. So it could be anything. I don't know what it is. Usually you just hit the maximize button and it unmaximizes, but I was not unmaximizing.
I just noticed you got your Hartford Whalers visor.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah, I try to do that.
Who's the first player you think of when Hartford Whalers?
Oh, jeepers.
I know who Joe's going to say.
Yeah, trying to think. Who are you thinking, Vin?
Ron Francis.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking Kevin.
I still put him with the Penguins.
Kevin Dineen, maybe.
Yeah, because he haunted the Rangers when he was with the Penguins.
But yeah, it was Ron Francis. Love that guy.
Yeah, good hockey player.
Good line of blood too.
Yeah. So it looks like I'm getting some errors on my side over here. I don't know what's going on, but I'm having trouble getting my studio working over here. So that's probably why I had
It's probably tired.
It could be. But anyway, Mike comes by.
Yeah, DD.
Thanks for coming by.
Good people.
And
it's on the other side of the pond.
Mike too?
Mike Didi, yeah.
Oh, nice.
No, not Didi. No, Didi, Mike. No.
Oh,
nice.
I was gonna say
Didi's a good guy.
So, but all right, yeah. Well, my thing's over here messing
Didi
up.
Mike
So.
posts a lot.
Yeah,
good stuff.
He buys everything. He makes me look like a like I don't buy anything.
He didn't chime in on our collector podcast.
I know.
He plays it. He plays everything.
Good for him.
He plays everything.
Good for him.
So, all right, so we're going to jump out here, and we're going to help Vin figure out the APBA hockey situation. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in. A little late-night chat here on a Saturday night, just kind of open it up, saying some hi to some people, and just kind of talking a little bit of hockey and a few other things as well. So want to thank everybody for coming by. Hope you guys have a good gaming week. I might see you guys tomorrow at some point. I think I'm actually off tomorrow, or at least part of the day tomorrow, so I'm going to try to get something going on the table and see if we can get that going. And then so happy gaming, everyone. Vin, Joe, thanks for coming by tonight and helping me out.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it was always fun talking on.
Fun.
Always.
Good night. Good time.
Yeah.
All right. So thanks to everyone.
Good night, all.
Yep. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.